Previously on Wush and Boon.
Well, now there's like 50 different coins. Let's just start I'm going to start Wush coin.
You know? Wush coin?
Why not?
Dog.
Doge.
Doge
coin.
That stupid fucking Doge, I want to punch you in the face.
Yeah, the fact that there's currency named after a meme is just like we've gone too far.
Well, Bitcoin's not a meme.
No.
Stupid Doge.
There's coins named after Doge. That's the worst. I hate that meme and I want it dead.
I fucking hate it.
I see it on YouTube all the time. Everyone has an account called Doge.
Makes me want to fucking Doge in my pants.
Yeah, it's the worst meme. I would take
shitty fucking stupid dog face.
Rather there was Rick Roll coin or something.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Wush coin.
Yeah, my Wush coins.
Shit, has there ever been a non-Jewish head of the Federal Reserve?
I don't know.
I don't think there ever has been. I think every single head of the Fed Reserve has been Jewish.
I think the stereotype is, every stereotype is somewhat true. That's how it gets created.
Yeah.
Jewish people are predominantly in Hollywood and in
maybe they're
industries.
The superior race.
They're good with money. That's not a bad thing.
Well, they're good with entertainment. They're good with money. No wonder they're charismatic. They're fucking entrepreneurs. They're philanthropists. No wonder they've been persecuted their entire lives. Maybe the Jews are the master race.
The night of my talk, I was telling my dad, I can't get up there because I'm too nervous. This medication is really messing me up. He forced me to go up there. I went up there, I said one word, and then I froze and started crying.
Yeah.
Till that day, I have a stuttering problem and a fucking stammering problem.
Holy shit, Danny. Do you really?
Yeah, it fucked me up. It
Those
traumatized me.
motherfuckers. Dude, you were not at fault, man. You were a young kid who was like, this is retarded. I'm confused. My parents are fools, and I don't know what to fucking how to process this. And I have to go up here and do some foolish horse shit. And you froze up, man.
So you were one of the kids, like you had your mom with her arms around your shoulders at the doorstep.
I was that kid. Yeah, a cute little kid with blue eyes. Yeah,
that's what I just witnessed a few weeks ago when they came to my door.
If you're flying around a fucking Confederate flag in the United States of America, I know I'm getting a little buzz on it, so forgive me. You're a fucking traitor to the United States of America. We so much blood had been spilled in the Civil War, people. So much fucking blood. We finally figured out. We finally came to an agreement. We finally made it happen. We finally decided on a flag that represented our country. The Stars and Stripes. You're still flying that fucking rebel asshole racist shit on the back of your pickup truck. You're a fucking traitor. Traitor.
How is it listening to that?
Could you imagine if every time you ever got like ridiculously shit-faced, some asshole recorded it and played it back to you the next week?
Fucking Confederate flags!
I couldn't even string together a sentence.
Flags or fags, one or the other.
And I really don't subscribe to that belief 100%. I mean, I think it's in poor taste to be flying a Confederate flag because of what it represents. I mean, do you really support fucking slavery? It's got nothing to do with slavery. Yes, it fucking does.
I get what you mean, though. You mean you don't agree with the symbolism of the flag, but you agree with their right to fly that flag.
Absolutely, but I am going to express my anger, that I feel toward the people who think it's fucking great to fly it, but it's, it's Southern culture. It's fine. Leave them alone.
I don't know. I go further than that, and I say When someone's still, to this day, flying a fucking Confederate flag, there's definitely something wrong with you.
Oh, yeah. It's mental illness.
And it shouldn't happen. I mean, I guess I support, free speech, whatever. But honestly, sometimes free speech shouldn't be free.
No, free speech should always be free. I support even fucking the Klan. I support the Ku Klux Klan's right to speak their minds and hold their meetings and do their things as long as they're not violent.
Nah. I say there should be a law instilled that we all vote on if someone's, should be killed and executed. And the Ku Klux Klan should be executed.
No, you're wrong.
If they held a vote, I guarantee you, throughout the United States and said, hey, here's the deal. We can round up all those Ku Klux Klan motherfuckers in their hoods and just light them all on fire. If we all vote, it's a democracy, so if there's a majority vote, we can burn them on crosses or something. And I guarantee...
Well, that would be suiting.
The vote would go through, and we would kill them.
I don't agree with that. That's Wush. What is this?
Freedom of speech should be instilled into democracy to where it's only free if everyone agrees upon it. A majority.
This is like the thought processes of ISIS, or Sharia law or something. No, God, no. Let them be hateful, ignorant, asshole, fucking toothless wonders in the fucking South. Who cares?
No, that's my new religion. I'm going to start my own religion.
Oh my God, dude. You know what? Speaking of ISIS, so ever since you told me about the guys they fucking daisy chained out into the fucking desert with det cord.
Yeah.
I mean, that stuck in my head. I'm like, you know what? Curiosity is just too overwhelming here, and I cannot I couldn't support the burden of curiosity I was piled under. So I went to, of course, I know where to find this stuff. So I clicked my mouse and found it. Wow, one of those heads goes like 100 feet in the air.
Yeah, it's almost at the point like you were saying a while back when we were watching that motherfucker get burned alive in a cage.
Yeah.
It's like when you see things in high definition, like when you see gore that clearly, it seems fake, like a Hollywood stunt, like a practical stunt, because you're not used to, like, have you ever seen a dead body before in real life?
I mean, at a
funerals?
wake.
No, I mean, someone murdered.
Oh, no, I've seen two guys, real briefly, I drove by on the highway. There was two young kids in a pickup truck who were dead. They were burning. And I saw like a black corpse, like a charred corpse. Yeah.
Why were they burning?
They were burning because they were going dirt biking down at the Cape Cod, and they had a fucking gas can in their fucking in the not the bed of the truck, in the fucking cab of the truck. They had a gas can. It was slowly evapping fumes, and they turned on the fucking AC or something. Boom. And they just fucking sat there burning. And I drove by before the cops or the paramedics were even there, but they were fucking crispy critters.
That's absolutely the worst way to die, to burn alive. Either drowning or burning alive. I wouldn't... No, please.
And and the window, the fucking, one of the windows was halfway down, and the guy's arm was out the window, and his arm was normal, but the rest of him was fucked.
Just imagine that feeling, like... Either or, burning or suffocating, where, how when you're in a pool and you try to hold your breath for as long as you can, just that feeling of your lungs constricting and your body forces you to go above. Even if you're really good at holding your breath, your body eventually, your brain tells your body, fuck this, you can't do this anymore. You need oxygen. So it just forces you to go up. Imagine you couldn't. And that feeling just persisted and kept going and going until you just die. That is horrible. That's why you see those guys in the cage. ISIS puts them in a cage and dumps them in a pool. Such a simple way to kill someone, but possibly the worst way. Worse than blowing their heads off. I'd rather them wrap me in depth cord and fucking shoot my skull into this fucking beach. I don't want to be drowned.
The drowning was the most disturbing of the three videos. The first was that was ridiculous. I mean, they are very creative on how they kill people. They filled the car with 4 dudes and shot it with an RPG.
Just that animalistic instinct. Like every human probably has the capability to murder somebody, But society, you know, suppressed that feeling in us. Their society is not advanced enough to suppress that fucking feeling. So murder is still like one of their instincts, like, you know, cavemen. That's how I look at it. They're like still not evolved to that point.
I feel, especially with their creativity and their murder, that it's more along the lines of the 5-year-old kid with the firecracker and the bullfrog.
Yeah.
You know, they're just children. They have the mental capacity of a fucking child. And they're, instead of a bullfrog and a firecracker, they got an RPG and a human.
It's like any other addiction, though. I would say, if I could imagine it, you know, I've never killed anybody, but I imagine if I killed someone, you know, and got away with it, there would be this thrill to it. And then eventually you're constantly trying to chase that thrill to where you get more and more creative. Now it's like, you know, if I just stab you or shoot you, you know, that's not that fun. Now I can like find different ways to kill you, you know, wrap fucking dead cord around your neck.
Well, I mean, I think ISIS is so well funded that they actually have like a team, a creative team, like you would at The Simpsons, around a fucking desk trying to write the next video. Like, oh, how do we kill these infidels? Let's daisy chain their necks together with debt cord. Oh, that's fucking beautiful, Ahmed. I love that one. We're definitely putting that one on the video.
Let's see. What's your most creative kill? Try up with one, yeah.
Oh God.
I got one too.
I could definitely come up with one. Okay, so you've seen videos of these amateur rocketeers who build these rockets, and like, but they go up like fucking 30,000 feet. Some of these fucking rockets, like some of these rockets are awesome. You know, like amateur rocketry.
Yeah.
You put a fucking seat on top of one of the rockets, dude, and you just fucking have a camera. Like, you know, you have multiple cameras. You have one on the rocket, one on the guy's face, close up, fucking everything. You camera the fuck out of this rocket, and you just send them up. Boom! And you just fucking blow them up.
Well, so he goes, you know, I would be even cooler if he went so high so he's in the atmosphere and his body just melts. He's flying into space. They should get like a fucking, you know, that Snarnayev brother, whatever his name is. They should build like a clown cannon and just fucking launch him back into the Middle East.
Shoot him out of a fucking...
Literally.
That would be a good one for ISIS. You shoot somebody out of a fucking cannon.
No deportation. You just load people into a fucking clown cannon and you launch their fucking ass.
Oh my God. It would just, I mean, if you were to build a cannon with that power, you would just see a pink mist come out of the fucking cannon. You wouldn't like launch a body.
If I were to kill someone, it would definitely involve like cheese graters in some way.
Oh,
like I'll build a contraption like Saw, you know, the movie Saw, and they'll have like a little inkling of hope where they can get out alive, but it's such a small chance that it's just they're clinging on to hope for so long, and there's just like this, you know, contraption made out of cheese graters that's just slowly grating their skin off.
Oh my God, that's fucking horrendous.
Yeah, so it's like a wall with cheese graters built on the inside of the wall, and the wall is just closing in, and it's shifting up and down. So it's just cheese grating them slowly into a nub.
Fucking dude. If
I'm
that shows up on an
tomorrow.
ISIS video, you are fucking personally responsible.
I'm signing up tomorrow.
Another thing you could do too is just fucking bury a guy up to his neck in concrete and just put a live cam on his head.
Oh, yeah.
And just give him water and food.
They do that. I think they do that. I think they bury people alive. There was RDV sent me this fucking weird. He finds the weirdest shit on the internet. He found me this video. He sent it to me. It's one of those creepypasta stories which has no factual evidence to it. It's obviously not what the truth is. But the creepypasta story is there was this video on YouTube of this weird android that was built by some guy. Nobody knew who it was at first. And he would post videos on YouTube of this android just like standing there. It was like a woman moving and singing this song like, yeah, na, 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 like some creepy song. And the story crafted around it was that this guy was a serial killer and he used to kill women, bury them in the ground like alive, and attach sensors to their bodies. And it would be remotely attached to this android. So as the fucking human was underground, twitching, you know, their last breaths, it would
Like
make
writhing, yeah.
it would make the android move in the same way, and he would have sex with it while that was happening.
I mean, that is technologically possible even for an amateur electronic enthusiast.
Yeah, so like when she would gasp for air or like, you know, twitch or, you know, speak, it had a microphone on it. The android would, you know, mimic all the same movements, and he would fuck the android while it was like taking its last breaths. But it's a fake story. It's some fucking weirdo who just made an android and put it on YouTube, and then creepypasta takes it and turns it into
it's one of those, creepypasta, copy paste, fucking put it on 4chan and fucking scare kids at midnight. Some neckbeard came up with it, and it's probably his personal fantasy.
It's the same thing with like, they did it with, remember the whole thing with Dead Bart? There was a lost episode of The Simpsons where Bart falls out of a plane crash and dies. And there was supposed to be a secret episode that Matt Groening never released, and it was every time you mention it to him, he gets all upset and goes, "I can't talk about that," and then just runs away.
Yeah, it turned out to be horseshit. but there was an episode of The Simpsons before September 11th that clearly depicts a painting on the wall of the World Trade Center being hit by fucking planes. And you can just Google that. I mean, that's fucking fact.
This shit was in everything. I mean, Biggie Smalls had a song, "Blow Up Like the World Trade," before the World Trade Center was blown up. It was blown up the first time where they blew the van in the parking lot and blew it up.
Yeah, and it was a failed terrorist plot, you know.
Yeah. There was some other TV show or something where the World Trade Center planes flew into it also.
Yes, there was a spin-off. I believe the show was called The Mirage Man or something like that. It was a spinoff from the X-Files, and they perfectly portrayed the false flag, whatever, 9/11 attack, so representative of a false flag attack. And it was like identical to what had actually happened.
You know, this is weird. Speaking of fake things, I don't know, you might know this already, but it should be redeeming to Joey in some way. You know, the guy who does the fucker right in the pussy thing is fake? Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, the fucker right in the pussy guy is an actor, and even the original video of the news reporter going where, you know, they had the story, the original videos, there's a missing girl, and the news reporter gets fired because the camera keeps going and he's saying shit like, "Yeah, if you find her, I'll fuck her, you know, fuck her right in the pussy." And that's how the whole idea spawned. And then this guy, Fred, or whatever his name is, would show up and grab mics and say, "Fuck her right in the pussy."
Yeah, it was all horseshit.
It was all fake. The original video of the reporter was the guy who created the fake bit, and he filmed that fake report. And then he hired Fred to pretend to be a guy grabbing mics of news reporters and screaming, "Fuck her right in the pussy." And none of those news reports were real. They were all actors pretending to get, you know, ambushed by this guy Fred. And so he released a video once the whole trend was dying off to try and make more money. He released a video, "Why I Did This," and exposing how he faked the whole thing.
What a fucking horseshitter. I mean, you gotta hand it to him though, because I totally bought that. How legit did that look?
That just shows you that you can completely fake internet phenomenons and viral marketing that way. You just fake things.
You gotta be smart, man. He did it very well. I spot a fucking fake, no problem.
Yeah, but I always think like Joey would think, "Oh, this guy, you know, the Bowie bomb was the Stern Show. They created that, and, you know, Joey represented that. And then this guy came around and was doing it like, you know, fuck her right in the pussy, making it more obscene and actually grabbing people's microphones." And I know Joey was like not agreeing on that, like not agreeing to that. Like, yeah, that you can't assault someone like that.
That's assault, right?
So,
yeah, Joey was right.
The whole thing is fucking fake. So not only was it obscene, it was fake.
That's assault. You cannot rip something from someone's hands. I mean, that's the same as putting your hands on someone. It's no different.
Yeah, so Joey's still the only guy doing it for real.
But anyway, have you seen this one? I know this is old, but I just saw this recently for the first time, and I brought it up to somebody, and they were like, "Dude, that's pretty old." But I was like, "Well, I've never fucking seen it." Some local politician goes out in front to his old neighborhood, you know, to like set up a camera and just say his story. And I'll submit the link in chat right now. And just to say his story. This is my neighborhood I grew up in, and there's some dude drinking beer on the front porch, going, Boo! They can't fucking film it. They just can't get through this fucking broadcast. It was beautiful.
Well, now you got to look at everything and hope it's real.
Oh, now
Who
I'm
fucking
skeptical.
knows, yeah.
Now I'm fucking skeptical, you know.
Who knows anymore? It just makes you realize that it could be anything that's fake now.
This show is fucking fake.
Is it supposed to start in the middle? Because it didn't start at the beginning.
Yeah, you could leave it in the middle. I think I purposefully did that.
All right.
Well, why don't you come on down and tell all the TV cameras what your problem is? That way we
Yeah,
get a
let's
good
just
look at
get
your
let's
face.
get it out of the way, and then I can say my piece, and you can say your piece, and we'll go from there. We'll be civilized about it. No, you're not coming down here. Okay, well then let me speak my piece, and maybe they'll come interview you afterwards, and you can present your argument. Okay, that's fair. All right. Take 4. Faulty. Okay, we're here on Parkwood for a very serious issue. Regardless. We'll stay here all day. I mean, it's fine.
He's waiting for it.
Yeah. Second he starts talking, he's fucked.
Do you want to go talk to them, maybe? Maybe they'll listen to you, Diamond. You scared them. All right. All right, we'll start again. Because this is an important issue, I want to be able to actually communicate it to people. Don't let it frustrate.
Fuck him.
I want the media to be able to hear it because we're talking about an important issue. So that could affect the lives and safety of many.
Hey, can you hear? You need ear.
Good advice.
Fuck that
Do you
guy.
want to just move? I mean, you know, these guys. I feel bad for you guys, but is that all right? Does it make it easier for you?
Yeah, let's go do that.
Tell me he follows him and does it.
No, there was no
No.
follow-up on that, but I just love that some politician go, oh, I'm gonna go back to my hometown and be a hometown guy again. Someone's just like, fuck you, liar, boo, fuck off. I would have done the same thing. I love it. Politician. Oh, hi, Mr. Politician. So glad to have you back in the neighborhood. Fuck you, boo.
Yeah, they all do that, but they don't give two fucking shits about their town or their city until they're running for some fucking government seat.
Exactly. He went to fucking college, never turned his back on his town, never fucking spoke a word to him until he needed the fucking that hometown feel. Well, he got it.
I can only imagine what it's like to be running for something like mayor or governor or fucking even president.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck it. Everyone's watching your every move, everything you say. You have to make all these false promises, and then once you get the job, you have to break all those promises.
Yeah. Congressman Booney, what are your views on the Confederate flag? Do you remember the show Dukes of Hazzard? You know what the ramp was made of?
You know what's funny? As insane as it sounds, someone like us would probably be a better candidate. You know, we would be more honest and open and not tell lies, but we would never be able to handle like the actual pressure of the, you know, signing bills and what laws should be passed.
Right. That's the interesting thing. Yeah. Whereas
You need a guy with both. Like, there's
You
never
do.
a guy with both. It's always one or the other, like a really good political guy or a guy who's down to earth.
there was Ron Paul, and we fucked up. We didn't elect him. Bernie Sanders is a second, closest thing I can think of, to a guy who speaks his mind.
I thought Bill Clinton was pretty close as president.
Not really. I mean, John F. Kennedy and Bobby Kennedy.
Kennedy
maybe.
for sure.
Yeah. I really don't know any. Roosevelt, not Roosevelt. Maybe Roosevelt. They're all, rest of
Reagan?
them are all fucking horse shitters.
Not Reagan. I would think anybody who got shot as president had something going.
Reagan was the only fucking president who was shot that deserved it.
Yeah. A fucking idiot trying to get into his limo. Is that
He
what
was
he was? He's getting into his limo and they just fucking shot him. What? You can't hear me?
No, I just heard my
there you go.
kid. I think I'm gonna have to take a quick break. He's crying about something. But no, it was some guy shot Reagan because he was trying to impress Jodie Foster.
That's a way to impress someone. You're so
All right.
famous, you got to get shot.
I'll be right back. He's upset about something.
All right, go ahead. Yeah,
Sorry.
if anybody wants to call in, 917-477-7701 and have a little chat, a little chit chat. Let's see what's going on in the chat, actually. The ramp. Yeah, you guys should start leaving some voicemails. I mentioned this before in one of the previous shows that I think it would be a really cool element to the show to add. Like when the show's not on air, hold on. When the show's not on air, you guys can call the number 917-477-7701. And you should get a voicemail and just leave some voicemails. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. It'll be funny. And then I'll cut those clips out and I'll play them on the show. Maybe have a segment, Wush and Boon voicemails, and see what people have to say. We have a call here from 916. 916, you're on the air.
What's going on? How are you doing?
Hi. Is this Dilbert?
This is Gilbert. That's right.
I recognize the voice. What's going on, man?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I'm just calling in because I heard that Booney's going to go tend to his child. So Booney's talking about John Hinckley, obviously, who was trying to shoot President
Reagan
because he wanted to impress Jodie Foster, who happened to be a career lesbian. So he was very fucked up. He was all sorts of fucked up. And the guy's still alive. He's still like in prison, like serving his sentence. Yeah.
Yeah, why does every shooter always has like three names, first, middle, and last? They always refer to every shooter the same way.
Yeah, John Hinckley Jr. Yeah, I guess that's technically it's three names. But
I wonder what
that guy was like obsessed with Jodie Foster, and he thought that he would like write her notes and I think that she knew about him too, because he would like write her over and over saying like, "Oh, Jodie," he thought that she was in love with him, and he just needed to get her attention. So the way that he was going to get her attention was he was going to murder the president of the United States, and then she would know who he is, and then she would fall in love with him. But
of course,
his
plan was faulty because she was a fucking lesbian.
He's barking up the wrong tree.
John Hinckley Jr., the dumbest fucking potential assassinator in the world, because he's trying to win the affection of a lesbian. Dumbass.
Maybe he thought he was that great that he could turn a lesbian, though. He's president after all.
I think if somebody would have been like, "Hey, John, she's a lesbian, right?" He'd be like, "Oh, fuck, okay, well, I'll move on to Sybil Shepherd or somebody."
I mean, if I was John Hinckley Jr., I'd be like, "All right, I can do this. I'm gonna bench 400 pounds to impress Jodie Foster or something." I'm gonna be the first. I'm gonna invent a wingsuit and fly through the fucking Grand Canyon or something. Why did he think she would go out with him after that?
And Jodie Foster that hot? It's like that was in the 70s. So there were way more hotter bitches in the 70s they could have been obsessed with. I would have been obsessed with that Sophia Loren brat.
Well,
she was way hotter. She had big ass titties, and she was like.
It was the 80s.
Latina.
It was the 80s.
That was it was the 70s, which was in that movie. But then when did he try? He did try to kill him in the 80s.
84. Yeah, but Jodie Foster.
Well, but he fell in love with her. It was 81 when he tried to kill him. But he fell in love with her in the 70s. But I'm saying he could have found a fucking way hotter chick than that.
Yeah, definitely.
Is Jodie Foster hot? I mean, I don't find her
Well, she's got
She looks like she could play. She looks like a fucking soccer player for Team USA. They're hot. They're in shape, but they're not fucking. He should have known better. I think he could have known better.
Jodie Foster has some type of strange natural beauty that I could understand a man would be obsessed with.
Yeah, I wouldn't be that picky.
He had very bad gaydar. That's like when a girl fall in love with the gay guy. If somebody fell in love with fucking Lisa falling in love with you. Like when chicks fall in love with Ricky Martin. They don't know he's gay. Or
Yeah.
fucking Lance Bass.
You also have
Lance-
to look at the guy who's attracted to her. I mean, Reagan's not a good-looking guy, so I mean, Jodie Foster for him is probably a very good-looking woman on his scale.
Well, Reagan back in the day was a hunk, man. He was an actor.
Oh, Reagan was an actor too. Reagan was
At that point, though, I mean,
not at that point.
Well, yeah,
Reagan
he's president.
looked like Reagan looked like one of the California raisins at that fucking point. But
yeah, I think that bullet gave him fucking Alzheimer's.
yeah, he was a fucking train wreck. Toward the end of his presidency, he was a mess. I think Reagan was one of the worst presidents of all time.
You think Reagan was?
what about Nixon?
I think Nixon was, then Reagan, and there was a real old historical president that was a shithead, and I forget his name.
Herbert Hoover?
No, I don't think Herbert Hoover rings a bell in that regard, but I think that, yeah, he was a douche too. But there was, I think Nixon, Reagan, and both Bushes were the four.
Nixon literally cried in front of America and then got into his helicopter and just flew away. That was how his presidency ended.
I am not a crook.
He cried, he got into a helicopter, and then he flew away as everybody watched him fly away.
And he threw deuces out. He threw deuces. He went boom, and then he hopped. Yeah, that was really.
See you later.
I can only imagine.
Kind of ironic to throw up the dual peace sign while escalating the war in Vietnam, but hey, who am I to fucking say?
Yeah. So what do you think about the Kennedys? You must love the Kennedys being from the Boston area.
Oh, I love the Kennedys. If I was from fucking Oklahoma, Texas, anywhere. I mean, the Kennedys, they were killed for both of them, Bobby and John and Teddy, all three of those guys. I'm surprised nobody fucking shot Ted Kennedy. But yeah, they were killed for a reason.
Nobody cared about Ted Kennedy enough.
The Irish.
Ted Kennedy was too drunk to shoot.
The Irish are the ones who...
They couldn't shoot a moving target that was stumbling around as much as fucking Ted.
The Irish are the ones who are like obsessed with the Kennedys, the fucking mix. They're into the Kennedys.
I gotta say,
yeah, when I
started naming all the kids after.
When I was a kid, when I see mosquito bites on my arms, I would call them Ted Kennedy noses. I was like, oh, I got a Ted Kennedy nose on my arm. Gotta scratch it.
Oh my God!
How much of a fucking raging alcoholic Ted Kennedy was.
Oh my God! It was like a fucking red water balloon ready to explode.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, yeah, in Massachusetts, the closer you get to Cape Cod, yeah, people are just literally fucking obsessed. We've never forgotten, you know. Of course, I wasn't born, but you know, I mean, they.
What was that bride's name that he killed in the river? Mary Jo.
Chappaquiddick. He fucking. Oh, it was too late. She drank too much water in the Chappaquiddick River.
We got away with it. He went on to have a very, you know, he couldn't be president after that. You can't kill a bitch and be president, but
yeah,
he went on to be a U.S. senator. Very successful man.
And he was one of the greatest U.S. senators of all time. I mean, the legislation, his bipartisan fucking politics were amazing. How he could work with Republicans and get shit done. I mean, talk about U.S. senators who got shit done. Ted Kennedy is like #1 of all time. I love him.
Are you a Democrat or Republican? Or are you like independent? What's your?
I'm a libertarian.
Oh yeah, you
actually label
Ron Paul guy.
Yes, I'm a big Ron Paul guy. Yeah.
Can't even come to the point of labeling myself. I just hate that.
I have to say, you got to say something. I don't know.
I like to.
Go ahead.
I like to fuck girls that are Republicans because they usually have cleaner pussy. But when I want to have a good conversation, I'll talk to a Democrat.
You think Ann Coulter's got a clean pussy?
Oh yeah, dude. I would love to fuck it. I would fuck the shit out of Ann Coulter. Her pussy's probably so nice. It's like probably waxed. Oh yeah, definitely.
I think she's
got those fucking nice long. She's probably like fucking 5'11", those long ass legs. Oh yeah, I would love to fuck Ann Coulter. I would fuck the shit out of her.
Don't you think she is like skeletal to the point of it being repugnant?
Yeah, I like that. I don't mind that. I would fuck shit out of her. She's like hot. She has like cunty face, like just a fucking bitch. Just like
I couldn't get it.
She's gonna be a condescending cunt to you the whole night. Like it's kind of hot. Like I don't mind it.
And
I
then
would totally bang her.
and then you'd come inside her, and then she would read Ayn Rand books to you.
She's
and
like 47. I don't think. Yeah, I would come inside her because she's like 47. I don't think we're having a kid.
Oh, she's
Pretty sure that'd be safe. And even if we did, she probably would 86 it because she doesn't have a kid out of wedlock.
Yeah, that's true
She's
too.
very conservative.
All right.
Yeah, but she would have an abortion, but she's against abortion.
Hey,
That's the
Gonzo,
opposite.
Back alley abortion.
thank you for calling in. We got Voitek online, so we'll let you go.
Okay, tell Jay Voitek I said hello.
You can
Hello.
From whatever number he's calling from.
Whatever VPN and fucking.
tell whatever pills
All right,
he's
all right, good.
chopping. Thank you. What's up, Voitek?
What's going on, dude? That laugh is unmistakable.
Era, that was Mary Jo Capicni that I murdered.
Yeah, it was Mary Jo Capigny.
It was a total accident. I swam across the river and then went and stayed in the hotel.
Yeah, but she was a hot piece of ass.
Yeah.
Too bad.
So what are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing a fucking radio show.
Well, I thought Wush was supposed to be drinking.
I don't know. Are you drinking, Wush? I hear a lot of strange noises coming from his end, so he's up to something. He's
That's
up to no
that's
good.
him. That's not me. That's him.
Oh.
He's got some ambient noise. I heard crickets before. I heard clanking. I usually hear lines being chopped.
Fuck time release. That's little kid stuff.
You gotta suck them gel caps off.
Let me guess. You have like Roxy's 30 milligrams
You're pretty close.
or OC's 40s.
Nope. They are the 15 milligram version of what you said at first.
Oh, Roxy, 10 milligram Roxy's.
No, 15. Not
15
30s.
So you're gonna have to double up.
Whatever, dissers. This is my prescribed situation as of right now.
Well, if you're in pain, that's one thing, man. But you know what I mean. That pain is not perpetual. You're gonna have to fucking find other ways of dealing with it eventually.
You got to get the ones without the acetaminophen in it, so you don't get headaches.
That's exactly what it is. It's just 15
Sure.
milligram oxycodone. No acetaminophen, nothing.
You fucking nuts, man.
You can hear them.
Why? Why am I nuts? This
Hear
is
the
what
play-
I need to survive.
Yeah, yeah, dude. No,
supposed to
it's
pop
not.
them
You're
to
gonna
survive.
you're gonna have to find a different way of fucking dealing with the pain, man.
No, I don't.
Yes,
I think
you
the
do.
issue is that like when you crush them and snort them, the feeling is more immediate, but it doesn't last as long. When you pop them, they last longer, but take longer to kick in.
That's true. I agree.
So you're trying
That's
to
why I only
conserve.
take them as directed.
I would say when you're chopping them up, if you're chopping them up, that means you're trying to conserve because you're using so many of them.
No, that's not the case.
Are you sure?
Listen,
It's the only
I'd
show you
take
can
them
hear
on
this.
schedule. Just
That's not how they were prescribed, sir.
yeah, I'm putting them in my mouth.
You read the bottle incorrectly.
Backwards.
So
Not
listen,
good. That's not good,
Every-
Voitek.
I think
yeah,
this
it
is
is good.
This is the only show where you hear someone snorting OxyContin on the phone.
That's
But anyway,
not,
what were you
that's
gonna
not
say?
what happened.
What were you gonna say,
Roxy's
you
fine.
idiot?
I'm just saying that things are good.
I'm
Well.
sure they are.
So how's things going for you, Wush?
Pretty good, pretty good. I don't have what
Have
you
you
have.
seen? Have you seen your Asian chick from Tinder lately?
No, fuck that chick. She's gone.
And I just checked out that app that you said, and that's you have to pay for like every feature. The only thing
No,
that you
you
can do
don't.
for free is unlike people that you liked.
Are you jailbroken?
Oh no, this one isn't. I can
That's
put it
why.
on
You got to be jail. If you jailbreak your phone.
You can jailbroke and then do the in-app purchases
Yeah,
for free.
local IAP
Okay.
store, and then you just fucking you get in-app purchase free.
I know what you're saying now. All right, I'll do
What
that.
app are you guys talking about? Grinder?
No, it's called Bonfire. It's a companion app for Tinder that allows you to view 200 people at one time and like them all, and you could see who liked you before you like them. It like
Oh, I
adds
get
all these
it.
awesome features to Tinder.
I get it. Bonfire, as in how bad your pee hole burns after you hook up.
No, it's supposed to be. It's the bonfire for the Tinder. You know,
Oh.
it lights the Tinder on fire.
Okay.
Right.
Because I thought it was referring to the pain you'll feel in your pee hole after you hook up with one of these fucking
I'm
hogs.
sure that is what will happen. That's why I'm kind of cautious to use it. But you'd figure, you know, if a chick, you can kind of tell what kind of chick would be the likely one to have a disease. I think.
You stick your finger in your ear and then you stick it in her coochie, and if she doesn't go and she doesn't go.
Well, they always tell you in health class, like, guys.
Is that
will
what
be
your
like,
grandpa taught you?
I just won't fuck, you know, homeless women, and I won't get disease. And they always say, no, you know, even really good-looking girls can have diseases. And I'm like, fuck that, no. Really good-looking chicks are cleaner.
My father's best friend, I shouldn't say his name, he's still alive, was a Vietnam veteran. He was a chopper gunner. And he told me he used to go to the fucking whorehouses and they would have alcohol pads like you get at a restaurant or something for like in the med kits and like the wound kits. And he said he'd go to the whorehouse and he said he'd slap that thing on the pussy and stare her right in the eyes. And if she started freaking out, he was out of there. But if she was okay, he'd fuck her.
What are you checking for, tears?
I don't know. He said that the clap and shit, if she's got an open sores or anything like that, it fucking hurts like a motherfucker.
I guess that's the same idea with the earwax, but I didn't think that up, nor have I ever tried it. That was Tracy Morgan said that on the Stern Show once.
Right, because any self-respecting woman would let you put earwax in her pussy.
Well, you don't make it obvious. You just go real quick, and then I don't know. Maybe it could be dark when you're doing it. I don't know. I never did it.
Bullshit.
I never had to. I always figured they were clean.
Yeah, you always use the alcohol trick. The alcohol.
Well, I always wrap it up the first couple times I'm with them. I make sure they're not fucking 90 other people first.
Your guy's life will get so much more simple when you're like me, when you're asexual and married and you have a kid and you don't have to worry about any of that shit.
I've been pretty asexual since I got divorced. I ended up with all my testicle pain and losing a nut. I only had sex with one other person since my wife, and
yeah, so
I'm not even interested in it.
And me and you are pretty close to the same age. I'm 36 now, so
I'm 34.
Right. So yeah, it's all downhill from here.
Yep. It's 35. It's over.
What do I care?
Sinatra said so.
I'm a knife maker now and a fisherman. Look at this dude. I added Boon.
I wish we could see it.
I added Boon and.
Oh, I'd probably be able to see if I was on the right Skype.
It's a fucking beast.
Cool.
Yeah, you didn't see it, but thank you for the compliment.
Well, I will later after Wush uploads it. If I was on my desktop, I'd be able to see it, but I'm on my phone on Skype. I've been on 80 phones today. I should have called from a different phone number.
Well, actually, fucking sounds pretty good for being on the phone.
Well, it's Skype over Wi-Fi at my house. It's just as good as, being connected over Ethernet, really, at my house.
Have you guys heard about this cunt? This vapid fucking cunt who, who wrote a book about, what do they call that type of healing? Herbal healing and stuff like that. Fucking, holistic healing for cancers and stuff like that. Like, she claimed she had fucking ovarian cancer and she wrote this book and everyone's like praising her and saying, oh my God, you beat cancer. Oh my God, you're our hero. And fucking all this shit and all these ignorant morons fucking died because they read her book and it turns out she didn't even have cancer. And she had the fucking balls to go on 60 Minutes and fucking get interviewed. Oh my God, talk about cringing, grinding your teeth into fucking powder. I linked it in chat, Wush, if you can handle it. I mean, I don't even know if this is a direction you want to go, but if you want to see the most despicable fucking pig on the planet, check it out.
32 minutes, but
well, you can just skip along. I mean, the whole thing is gold, but
it is all here. You go on Instagram in 2013. I have been healing a severe and malignant brain cancer for the past few years with natural medicine, Gerson therapy, and foods. It's working for me.
Hold on, pause it real quick.
It is. And except you didn't.
Pause it. Okay, her interviewer, mind you, had fucking brain cancer. Yeah. And had to go through chemo and had to fucking run through the fucking gauntlet of having cancer. And this cunt didn't. But anyway, go on.
I'm sure she wants to choke her.
Fucking cunt.
have brain cancer.
No, I didn't.
No.
But when I was writing that, I thought that I did, and I was feeling well.
Yes, but even then you misrepresented what you thought was your truth, which was all a big lie anyway.
I'm really sorry. And it hurts me, and I beat myself up every day for how I have hurt those who mean a lot to me.
For all her apologies, when you start to
right.
unpick Belle's
Want to
story,
sell her
you
book.
uncover a lifetime of deception and invention. The whole hoax started with the whole pantry, a wellness movement Belle adopted and promoted with the release of her world-first healthy lifestyle app and companion.
So we're seeing a trend here. Faking things works.
It does. I don't have the heart to do it, but I have a few goddamn good ideas.
I definitely should start faking something.
Fake cancer. Cancer's a great thing to fake.
Yeah, I'll start a GoFundMe or whatever they're called. Indiegogo.
Yeah, Indiegogo. I've got fucking brain cancer, and I beat it though with this fucking book. Buy my book. Oh, you gotta be evil. The heart of darkness in this cunt.
Just shave my head and say I'm dying of leukemia and send me money to help my treatment. Simple.
I'm dying of back pain. Send me money to buy oxycodone.
Yeah, well, that's actually a better cause than this bitch had.
Go fund me. Fund my addiction.
FundMyAddiction.com.
I'm making that.
That's not bad, Bush.
That's my third website.
It would consist of 10 million junkies and 0 funds.
Sort of like this website. So it's a good transition. I already have the clientele.
Yeah, this entire website, exactly.
Yeah, I just renamed this website and it's done.
Every drug addict and alcoholic on the fucking planet is at Pawn Trash.
Buy Booney a beer.
Yeah, I buy my own fucking
I need
medicine.
16 beers. That's the goal.
Hey, beers and weed, man. I'm not that bad. It's pretty. It's you know, alcoholism's fucking bad.
We're all people that are, you know, we're functional, problematic people.
Would you bang?
I don't judge one man's addiction over another's.
Would you bang a woman like this that would lie about having cancer?
Yeah, I'd fuck her. I wouldn't date her.
I would only do her in the ass.
Yeah, give her cancer.
I'd fuck her and lie to her and tell her that I love her. And
No, I couldn't get it. Knowing what I know about her, I couldn't get it up. I wouldn't be able to achieve an erection.
I would try to discover a way to give someone cancer. Is there a way to give someone cancer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ask Vladimir Putin.
Rub motor oil on them every day.
Blow cigarette smoke in their
No,
face.
plutonium. Plutonium. It's a radioactive isotope.
Yeah, there's a way to give people like cancer that'll kill them in like 10, 15 days, right?
Ask the CIA.
Barry Manilowium.
Barry Manilowium.
That's what you need. You need to synthesize that. You gotta get Barry Manilow and barium and fucking mix them together.
You start singing bad fucking Vegas show tunes as you start dying, and that's how you know.
As a tumor, like his head is just a tumor growing out of your fucking skull.
Barium. Barry Manilowium.
Just a growth that looks like his head, his face.
That whole impromptu broadcast of Boon Circus, I still have that. It was actually quite funny.
The fact that I knew he was talking about barium when you kept saying Barry Manilowium without even hearing him is just insane.
That's insane. Well, you've gone through the whole fucking chemtrail conspiracy shit with people before.
Here we got 651. 651.
Yo. Question for you gentlemen. If you guys were to catch cancer or contract cancer, because you can totally give it away, what would be? Would you guys create a proverbial bucket list? Like, I need to do this within 3 months because I'm going to die.
Fuck yeah.
I would try to get AIDS before. Just fuck every chick I could and not care about diseases.
I know exactly what I would do because I think about this all the time, which is kind of morbid, and I think I should work on that and maybe talk to a professional about it. But what I would do is I would go to Alaska and with a rifle and some basic gear and just set up camp.
What about your kid or your wife? Would you bring them with?
No, they don't have cancer. They're fine. They're going to have to...
Wouldn't you break your kid's heart?
You know what would break my kid's heart worse is watching his father fucking decompose in front of his face.
But you're implying that. You had like I would think the kid would want his dad no matter what.
No, that's not true. I would not want to see my father slowly decompose from fucking cancer and go through that whole what do they call it when you're at home just dying?
Hospice.
Hospice. Yeah, I no, that's not something I want to put my family through.
Everyday life for me.
It's not their fault I have cancer. Why should they have to deal with it?
Well, it's
so what you would kill yourself prior to even dying to them.
When it got to the point where I couldn't feed myself or go hunting, yeah, I would save a big fat 230 grain slug from my dome.
What would be the first thing that you do, sir?
Oh, I would fucking try anal sex for the first time.
First time with a man?
Yeah.
Oh, why not?
Pitching or catching?
Yeah, both, man. Why can't you switch? Why not?
You're gonna die.
Yeah, why not? Everything once, right?
You have a death sentence, and the first thing you think of is you want to fuck something in the ass.
YOLO, bro.
You don't want
YOLO.
to rob a bank or something? I think robbing a bank would be pretty thrilling.
The caller has YOLO swag, and I recognize this.
Justin Bieber?
I recognize this caller.
Oh yeah.
This is
Justin
Static.
Bieber?
Yeah, chemtrails are real, bro.
All right. I do it.
Chemtrails.
So would you? Won't you let Chuck Stick just shoot you in the face if you know for a fact you're going to die within 9 days?
Because Chuck Steak loves me too much to do that, and that's another thing. I wouldn't want poor Chuck Steak seeing his hero.
That would be a perfect opportunity for you to donate your body to the gun range. Remember, you want it to be a human target.
Well, yes, that is true, and I did recommend that to the range, and they all love the idea. But the problem is the legalities. You need a team of lawyers to get that done.
Bullshit. You take you out to the woods, no one would know.
Yeah, that's true too, but that's another problem. Now you're an accessory to a very serious crime.
That's bullshit. You know, if you want something done, you can get it done.
I mean, I would love to be blown up with a stick of dynamite up my ass with my corpse, but
That
I mean,
cord.
that's on my terms, you know.
That cord up your ass?
Try anal. You would try anal if you were going to die too.
I wouldn't take it, although I have done shits bigger than the biggest dicks I've seen in porn, so I know I could take it.
Nice.
You know, Jay Voitek, are you dealing with, how do you counteract the constipation?
I take some
fiber supplements.
Yeah, well, no, I just eat, apples and shit like that. But then if
still
if I overdo it for a couple days, I take like Seneca, stuff like that, or some just Docosate.
It's such a strong.
If I need to force it out, I'll take Seneca.
Opiates,
so if I was trying to blow up your corpse by putting a stick of dynamite up your ass, we couldn't even do it.
hard shit stuck up there.
Well, I've got it down pretty well right now.
I could never.
When it gets to the point where it won't come out, I just I get the latex gloves and a little KY.
Yeah. I could never. That was the one side effect I could never counteract. I would take they would sell these things called fiber powder, where it's just a big thing you mix with food and it's supposed to be tasteless, which it's not. It's disgusting. And I would I would put that in everything and it still wouldn't work. I'd still have rock hard shits.
Yeah.
As long as I was taking opiates, I was always constipated. There was never any way around it for me. Unless you drink like 30 gallons of water per day. It's just, that's one of the reasons why you don't want to do it. You don't want your asshole ripped open. And it will happen.
And then the other choices for me though is it's opiates or take a whole shit ton of anti-inflammatories that don't even really help that much. I'd rather take the opiates, and they want me to drink just as much water, if not more, with those than opiates.
How many does he prescribe you, and how often?
4, as needed a day.
4 Roxys?
Yeah,
4
4
a day.
15 milligrams is not a ton,
Yeah. Well, it's just up from here. I mean, I was playing baby games just to get on them. I started at 10, and now I'm on 15. And my goal is to eventually get on oxymorphone.
Why wouldn't your goal to be eventually get off the fucking medication?
I have an injury that's not treatable by surgery, and it's only treated by medication, and nothing else works.
You expect to take them for the rest of your life?
I hope.
Oh, that's fucking
my
crazy,
God.
man. Don't
High on
say
opiates
that.
for the rest of your life. Just one long high. Never ending.
It's not going to be a high forever. It's just to stay out of pain and be able to work at the
Yeah,
same
but
level that I do now.
The tolerance doesn't have a ceiling. The tolerance continuously grows and grows and grows.
Right,
So
like
how
an
do you-
80, an 80 eventually isn't going to work for
Yeah.
you, man.
Right.
You're going to start
Right,
shooting heroin.
Yeah. No, I won't. There'll be times that I'll
Booty
take
bump.
some time off. I know how to handle this. I've been doing it for years anyway.
Have you ever parachuted or booty bumped?
I've never booty bumped, but when I had stuff that had Tylenol in it, yeah, I've busted it all up before.
I've
Thrown
heard
it in
that
a fucking subo.
booty bumping is just as good as like shooting it.
I don't want to stick it up my ass, nor do I ever want to shoot it. So.
Or you parachute it. What you do, you crush it up and then you put it into a piece of tissue and you wrap the tissue up and you swallow the tissue.
You can also
It's
nebulize
parachuting.
it. You can buy like a $100 nebulizer too and turn it into a liquid form and fucking inhale it.
Last thing I want to do is smoke it. I mean, ideally.
No. It's not smoking it. It's nebulizing it. It's vapor. And you put on a mask. You put on a mask and you inhale it.
I'd rather have stuff with no Tylenol in it and be able to take it through my face.
If it ever gets to that level where you're inhaling fucking opiates, it's over.
I guess.
It's over.
I don't know, man. I don't fuck with those opiates, nigga. I shouldn't be using that word. That's a terrible thing.
There's been lots of times in my life that I haven't, but since I'm 16, I've been using them off and on.
You ever smoked it?
No.
So you're not that bad yet, but you're bad.
I'm never gonna get worse than this. There's been days that I've used like 300 milligrams like a day, like continuously when I was in that much pain with my testicle. I'm like, I didn't care. Like as much as I can get, I'm gonna take it. But I've never taken it in a manner other than the worst way of taking it is snorting it. I've never shot anything. I've never done H. I've never done anything that's not a prescription pill.
Yet.
All right, yeah, sure. Knock on wood. But I mean, I've done Dilaudid. I've done oxymorphone. I've done.
Has the doctor ever
buprenorphine?
Yes, I was just going to ask that because buprenorphine is actually a painkiller, also a mild painkiller.
Absolutely. They as of March this year, they're not allowed to prescribe that to anybody for pain going forward. It's only for addictions treatment. Where I'm at anyway. I don't know if it's nationwide or what, but the two doctors that I know and have been able to get anything I want from have told me that they can't give that for pain anymore. It's only if you're in some sort of addiction program. So I don't know what's going to change with that. But yeah, I've gotten that before. When I got my left testicle out, they put me on Dilaudid for a couple weeks, and then I'm like, listen, I can't come off of this right now. He's like, all right, I want to give you Subutex, so I was on that for about 3, 4, that was more like 3 months actually. And then I, started on 8 milligrams. Then he's like, all right, start cutting that in half. And that's all you get for a day is half of one of them. And then he started giving me the 2 milligram pills, and I weaned myself down and I stopped using it for a while. Then I ended up with back pain, and somebody gave me some pills, and I, went and found out that this is what's wrong with me. So since October of this last year, I've been using, and then from January of the year before through October, so for a year and a half, I didn't use anything.
Does your insurance at least cover? Because I know when
100%.
Well, with buprenorphine, sometimes they consider it mental health, and they won't cover that specifically.
No, I haven't had a problem. That was the only time I've ever been subscribed bup was coming off of the Dilaudid, and that was after being a year and a half on all different kind of opiates. And, they didn't have a problem with me.
Have any females, seen your ball sack with a missing ball and be like, what the fuck's going on there?
I was only been with one woman since my ex-wife, and that's only one woman since I've lost it. And I was with my ex-wife since I had lost it, and she knew what was up. And
what'd you say?
There wasn't a problem. Nothing. She
suck on
she
it?
thought it was different. My ex-wife was there when I got it removed.
First of all, Wush,
In the
they don't
room?
like to be called females. And second, and second of all,
Females don't like to be called females?
No, they don't. And second of all,
I'm sorry, cunts.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
that's
the C
better.
words that they love.
Yeah. And second of all, they think the balls are the most disgusting thing on the planet, and they don't want to even look at them.
I'm imagining, so that's what I'm saying. If they hate balls in general, imagine if there was one missing. So then does the skin just kind of flap there?
Well, he's got an upper hand. He has one less testicle, so he's one less
the
testicle
sack is
grosser than me and you.
No, the sack is still there, so it would just be like, loose skin. The sack is what turns them off. They don't see the testicles anyway. They're hidden inside a sack.
They don't see the actual fucking anatomical testicle.
Yeah, they don't rip your sack open and stare at them and go, those are gross. They just they hate it because of the sack around it that looks like, loose skin. It looks like a brain.
Well, their labia looks like a gross brain too. But
it depends on the girl. Sure.
If you just saw it hanging there without an erection, it looks pretty much the same as it did before.
That's what I would assume.
While it's erect, you can tell that it's
Well, it depends.
There's just one thing there.
If it's really really humid or hot, then their skin like stretches but like normally if your balls are just like packaged up, sometimes they're packaged up like a little sack,
right?
And sometimes they're like hanging like fucking really low. How's the lowest yours ever hung? Like mine have gone down to like
I don't know. I guess 2 inches down. I guess I don't know.
Mine have gone to 4 inches.
It's like a clock. Yeah, they're just swinging like a pendulum. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
they're
gross.
either up against my body or they're down, 2 inches or so.
I like my balls tucked up and tight, man. They're less susceptible to injury that way.
Remember that guy who came into Stern and he sat on his fucking testicle getting out of bed one day?
Oh god, yeah. Fuck it.
And
elephant balls were giant.
Just from sitting on his balls the wrong way when getting out of bed one morning, it blew up and he fucking turned into a giant sack.
Yep, and doctors wouldn't even fucking help him because they were afraid they'd make it worse.
And then he got
responsible for it.
And then he got enough money through donation to get it taken care of. And he was like, "Yeah, right. Fuck this."
Right.
And he kept them.
No, he got him removed.
Oh, he did eventually.
Yeah, he came back into Stern with them after he got him removed. The problem is what obviously happened is I think either a combination of him not having good enough insurance and also just being a recluse hermit who stayed in his house all the time and never left. So he never went to the doctor and just kept ignoring it. And I think he was just suicidal to the point where he just let it keep growing until he finally grew the balls,
I have
to
sat
get
on
it
a
fixed.
testicle. I sat on my testicle without knowing it, I guess, on a ride home from Maine for 5 hours. And I was in the worst pain you'd ever imagine for
girls don't
for 11 or 12 hours after, maybe 2 days after. I don't remember. I just remember it being like PTSD inducing pain.
I know that girls don't realize how sensitive and painful they are if they're hurt. Like, you ever had a girl just grab your balls or as a joke? And they're squeezing them and you're going in pain and they think it's funny. They don't realize it's a pain to the point where you will punch them in the face to make them stop if they don't stop.
They think it's like when they get their boobs grabbed. It's totally fucking different.
Mm-hmm.
I was coming out of a pool once. That was at a pool party, and I took off my bathing suit. Now, of course, I don't give a shit if someone sees me naked. I just took off my bathing suit and I was going to put on my sweatpants. And so I'm buck naked and I'm putting on my sweatpants and my buddy shoots a fucking cheese ball. You know those cheese balls? Cheese ball. He shoots a cheese ball with a wrist rocket at my fucking sack. I was on the ground fucking crying, dude.
Yeah.
Like a fucking girl. And he felt horrible. And he was like, Booney, what are you going to do to me? What are you going to do to me? And I was like, I don't know yet. And I just remember everything got yellow. I was ready to pass out. But everything got yellow. You're wearing yellow sunglasses. And I just fucking laid down there in a fetal position, buck naked. And I just hear everyone laughing.
I just always imagine the feeling imagine taking your nuts and just slapping them on a surface on a table and someone hitting them with a hammer.
Why would you imagine that?
That's when I think of getting hurt in the balls. That's what pops into my. I think it's the Method Man song. You ever hear the Method Man song?
Yeah, when he's like, I'm gonna nail your balls.
Put your balls and smash them shits with a hammer.
Get that on YouTube, Bush. I want to hear that.
I'll do that. I'll do it at the end. We got to take a break, actually.
Yeah, and Wush, what was the conversation we had before the show? So let's take a break.
Yeah, we got to take a break. You can stay on if you want, Voitek, but we're gonna take a break.
Aye, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna smash them shits with a spiked hammer or something. A spiked baseball bat.
Spiked bat, yeah.
Fucking A.
No, and it was Old Dirty.
older. No, that was Method Man's version. Like they went back and forth trying to like be more disgusting than the other.
Yeah, right.
And that was Method Man's. All right, we'll be back.
You are listening to Pod Trash Radio, live, uncensored broadcasts all week long. It all starts Wednesday with Spoiler Junkies at 10 p.m. Eastern. Thursdays at 8, JMZ Live. Start your weekends right on Fridays with the Joey Boot Show at 8, immediately followed by Wush and Boon at 10. The night ends with Crystal After Dark at 12:30. JMZ returns Saturdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. All exclusive, all original, and it's only on podtrash.com. Podtrash is currently letting the dog out to take a shit. Stay tuned for the cleanup at podtrash.com.
It's time to prove your allegiance to this melting pot of degeneracy and imbecility. Shop on Amazon using the search bar widget located in the affiliates section on podtrash.com. Scroll down on the right side to find it and type in an item you are looking for, like so. The results will appear within the same box. Box. Click on the item result to visit Amazon and complete the purchase. Every purchase you make within that session will count, so get greedy. Always use our Amazon search bar anytime you're thinking of purchasing something on Amazon. When you think Amazon, think podtrash.com. It's as easy as that. What's a few extra clicks in exchange for more obscene content? You should be ashamed if you don't do it. Podtrash.com, affiliates of Amazon, against their will.
You are listening to Wush and Boon.
I'll fucking sew your asshole clothes and just keep feeding you and feeding you.
Yeah. Play that song, dude. I remember that when I was a kid.
It's gonna get blocked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Yeah. But it's allowed, some dickhead's allowed to fucking actually...
I'll fucking pull your fucking tongue out your fucking mouth and stab the shit with a rusty screwdriver.
Yeah. I think that was all ad-lib, by the way.
I'll fucking hang you by your dick off a fucking 12-story building out this motherfucker.
Are you drinking tonight?
No.
The rumor was that you were going to have a few beers tonight.
Chuck Steak made that up. I don't know why.
He makes up a lot of things.
He just projects on everybody else what he wants for himself.
Like chemtrails.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, wait, where is... I just saw it 2 seconds ago. Here it is, yeah. I'll fucking lay your nuts on a fucking dresser. Just your nuts laying on a fucking dresser.
Why a dresser?
And bang them shits with a spiked fucking bat.
Bang them shits.
I'll fucking lay your nuts on a fucking dresser.
Bang them shits.
Yeah, why a dresser? I don't know. It's a specific piece of furniture.
There's one fly flying around in my room right now. I'm gonna catch it out of midair with my hand live on the air tonight. I fucking promise.
I've done that. You have to smack ahead of this fly.
No, I catch flies out of the air all the time, like fucking Daniel San, dude.
You have to go ahead of them because when you slap your hands together, the wind from your hands blows them away. So you got to compensate for that and smack ahead of them.
I have no method in doing it, but I do it all the time, and it's just zen. I usually
fucking kill them. I don't catch them.
I catch them with my hand and release them. Catch and release.
What are you, fucking
hippie?
Yeah.
I don't kill unless I have to.
You think it's some person reborn?
I don't know. I don't know. Therefore, I won't perpetuate in the murder of the fly.
You're like one of those people like, don't kill house spiders. They kill all the other insects.
Yes. Never kill a spider or a moth in my house.
I fucking launch my fist into a spider every time I see it.
I don't like... I'll kill an animal and eat it. I'll kill a fish and eat it. I'll kill if I need to... use that or harvest that animal.
You ever kill an insect and eat it?
Yes, many times. I've eaten multitudes of insects.
What, like those fucking earwig or things?
I've eaten beetles, moths, spiders, just to be an asshole. I've done it.
What are those things called that kind of look like earwigs, but they're more like worms, and people eat them for like the nutrition in the woods?
Grubs?
Maybe. I think something else.
Grubs are highly
mealyworms.
Mealyworms, yeah, mealworms.
Yeah, mealworms aren't necessarily found in the wild where I live. Grubs are. You can find them on the tree bark. They're a beetle larvae, and yeah, they're high in protein.
Do you remember in fucking, I don't know if you had to do this in elementary school. Remember where you had these little circles and there was mealworms in it and you had to harvest a mealworm and bring it to life?
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
And you always had it in your desk in school, and then you'd come back to your desk the next day and you'd open it up and it was a little circle with a mealworm in it. You had to document each stage.
And then they go into that pupae stage, and they turn into a moth. It was cool. It was the best fucking thing that ever happened to me in middle school.
We had in our class, we also had a snake, and the teacher would feed mice to it.
That's cool. We didn't have that.
We have to watch it. We'd have to watch a snake fucking just like constrict around a fucking rat, a mouse, and just destroy it.
You know what's funny? You think that animals don't like kill for pleasure in the wild, but they do. They do all the time. Lions.
Hunt for sport.
You know what's? There are classic stories about Alaskan pioneers whose 30, 40 sled dogs were killed by a pack of wolves just for fun. They didn't eat the dogs. They just went up, choked them all out in the middle of the night, fucking left. Wolves hate domesticated dogs, and they will kill them at any opportunity.
Well, that's because it's territory. They smell them, and they're like, "Hey, you're upwind or whatever, we're downwind from you, and we're coming to get you."
There's another explanation, and that's part of it, but that's not 100% it. They hate them because they also feel that they're putting them out of their misery to a degree.
Right.
It's a strange dynamic. What the fuck are you eating or drinking or doing right now, man?
Sorry, I just took a drink of Coke out of a can.
Here, let me take a drink of my beer.
I don't have the finesse to take a drink on the air.
You ever seen this? I was just watching a YouTube video. You ever heard of this disease called Fetus and Fetu?
Oh no, not the Harlequin syndrome and shit like that. I don't want to see.
It's a syndrome where a baby is born with a baby inside of it.
So it's like a parasitic twin type of thing?
Kind of, yeah, but like they actually, the little kid grows up, they give birth to the kid, and then at like 3 or 4 years old, her stomach is, protruding like she's pregnant, but she can't actually give birth out of her vagina because she's a little girl.
Oh, fuck.
So they cut it open, and there's a baby inside of it.
Well, she's not fucking, the fucking baby's not pregnant with, it's a parasitic twin.
But it's in her womb. Just like a real pregnancy.
Oh, Jesus. No, I don't want to even go down this road. This is the worst fucking podcast, man.
It is
and
hilarious.
People, they're like a big lump on their back when they're a kid, and they cut it open, and it's another kid in there,
You don't believe
it just ended up in their womb.
There are diseases out there you don't even believe exist until you see them, and it's like in these corners of the world, and you're like, this shit goes on, like with humans. There's just like weird diseases, like where, fucking someone's head is growing out of someone else's head, and both heads function. Like both heads function and have a brain of their own. So it's one guy's head with a head growing out of it that moves its mouth and eyes and talks.
Oh, you want to hear something fucking scary? And this is true.
Yes.
This is way scarier than what Wush just said. Back in the early 1800s, I don't remember the guy's name, and you guys will find this on the internet. There was a circus performer who had essentially a parasitic twin. It wasn't it wasn't, those two famous twins that they had nudes of that were like their heads were melted together. It wasn't like that. It wasn't two separate bodies. The man had like a head on his fucking back, kind of. It was like hair, teeth, an eyeball, and a jawbone. Like not quite a twin, but yeesh. And they traveled the globe. Get that out of my fucking face. They traveled the globe. And this thing on his back, he was making a living off of in the circus, but it would whisper to him at night. It was a dark little psychopathic asshole.
Edward Mordyke?
I think so.
He's got like a head on the back of his head.
Yes, thank you. I read a fucking biography about him. And oh my, dude, you want to fucking have the hair on the back of your neck jump off your body and stick to the ceiling? That was the most twisted shit on the fucking planet. This parasitic twin was fucking with this guy's head. Like, he hated him. He just hated it. Wush, why are you doing this to me? That's Voitek.
I was just gonna say, it doesn't look like two Voiteks.
It's two Voiteks.
Thanks, guys.
One of them is so fucking high. One of the heads is so high he can't even talk. And the other head is Voitek.
What is it? What is it? What is the internet?
Oh, isn't the internet fucking awesome? Isn't the internet like the greatest thing in the world? Instead of expanding your mind and fucking learning something,
scrambles it.
You just
mush.
fucking research parasitic twins. Wush considers me a parasitic twin.
What on earth is this, dude?
Oh, this is from Mr. Show. That's Bob Odenkirk. That's Better Call Saul.
That's
David Cross.
Cross, yeah.
But Odenkirk's there. He's in the mullet wig.
The acid came right up to my chin. The doctor said I should be dead, huh? It doesn't look that bad.
Oh, what is that?
He was a burn victim, and that's his favorite band coming to visit him.
No.
Oh god, I love this show.
What is this? Hold on.
Oh, isn't the internet amazing?
Where is that? Did you see that?
I missed it. Well, I don't know. Flashing images like that on the fucking screen, man.
Oh.
Accidental house fire. Nobody expected
A house fire. That was created by a house fire?
Dude, I don't want to fucking get into this. This is the worst fucking
background. Keep. What were we talking about before?
I'm not done talking. This podcast should be fucking. The government should shut us down. Oh, those two! I got nudes of them.
Would you bang that?
No.
Those chicks?
No.
What if she had two pussies?
Oh, they ride a bicycle pretty well. Oh God! Holy fucking shit!
Could you imagine life like that? There's just a fucking head next to you forever.
Oh my God! You gotta get by, right? You gotta fucking get by. Imagine if one of them was evil and hated you
and just kept biting her.
Oh, just talk dark shit in your ear.
Just bite you. Just constantly trying to bite you forever.
Man, what a nightmare.
As they reach 16 and on the brink of womanhood.
Can you imagine though? Would you?
Oh, they have one body. They're just a wide torso with two heads.
Yeah.
I don't know. They get by. They had a caricature done of them.
I wonder if she has a boyfriend though, or ever had a boyfriend.
Yes, she definitely did.
Two-headed boyfriend.
There's pictures of them on the internet nude blowing a dude, both heads.
No way.
Yeah, there are. I don't even want to go down that road though.
Imagine there's a two-headed guy that they date, and it's just four mouths kissing.
And poor girls, man. I feel really fucking sad.
Both heads are fully functional. It's so weird.
She's better get her head out of the way so the other one can fucking brush her hair.
If there was any evidence that we're aliens, this is definitely it.
I met the one on the right. I'm sorry if you're looking at a mirror reflection. The one on the left is the dominant, straighter head. So she should take precedent while brushing teeth or combing hair. Like, listen, wait till I'm done. I'm the prominent head.
I wonder if they ever headbutt each other.
There is a prominent head. There is one that is like, I am the most upright. I am the most normal. You're going to have to wait.
I'm the better head.
Yeah.
The head hierarchy.
I wonder if one is sleeping and the other one's masturbating, and then the other one's, oh God.
How do they take a shit?
I don't know. They got one asshole, dude.
They take a shit together. They do have nice tits, though.
They would have been a beautiful set of twins, but they're you know.
It's almost like kind of a bonus.
Oh, get out of here, you fucking creep.
You get 2 for 1.
Oh, you sick fuck.
I'm a creep. You're the one saying they're disgusting. I'm saying I'd fuck them.
I'm not saying they're Yes, I am. I'm saying sexually, that's not happening.
I think that would be an interesting experience. You gotta court both of them. It's weird. It's like they different personalities, and you have to date both of them at the same time.
I'm going for the most enthusiastic head, like the most talkative, the most.
God forbid you call him the wrong name.
Well, that's interesting now. Like, if one wants to date a guy, the other one always has to come with her. Does she like close her eyes and look to the side and pretend she's not there, or does she participate in the sexual act?
It's a package deal. You have to date both of them, man.
So it's just, you stick your dick in one mouth and then into the other.
Well, one of them, the one you like the least, gives the blowjobs. The one you love the most gets
licks
fucked.
your asshole.
We should really be shut down.
You just climb over their heads and just like squat down. One licks the you're sideways, so one licks the asshole, one takes your dick.
Oh,
in the mouth. Think of all the weird sexual positions you can come up with that.
This is just not even in the realm of fucking.
Think how much you could abuse them. Come on, Wush.
I know, this is fucking horrendous.
I'm saying I would have sex with them, and I think it would be interesting and erotic and.
Erotic?
Yeah.
Well, you need to be locked up in a mental asylum.
One just like licks my nuts.
You know what? I was gonna say, I kept having this feeling. I feel bad for them. But I don't think they want to be felt bad for. I think they're moving along. I think they're doing fine.
I'm doing the right thing. You got to treat them like everyone else.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
No special treatment. They get that their whole lives.
Oh, little baby. Oh, jeez.
I guarantee you, every guy out there, they won't admit it, they would be interested in seeing what it would be like.
I would talk to the twin and say, listen, one of us has got to go. Let's flip a fucking coin.
And just dice the other head off?
Yeah, one of us has got to go.
Yeah.
I don't think you can. I think that's why
they
the
can't,
surgery, if they would have been able to, they would have did it when they were a child. And imagine trying to pick which one to chop off.
Do you know that those two twins that we're talking about right now have like a psychic ability?
Really?
Yes. They have, it's already been proven that they have psychic abilities between the two brains, although the brains are not necessarily linked neurologically. They're only linked via blood cells in spinal.
I think that's what I'm saying. They share blood because they can't sever the other head. Both will die.
I would, this is so fucking weird, but I mean, I really would talk to the other head and be like, listen, one of us has got to go.
So how is it proven that they're telepathically linked? The test?
I don't know if it was them specifically. As a matter of fact, I'm 85% sure it was them specifically. And through some medical study, was proven that they blindfolded one and showed a picture to the other head, and the other one said, oh, it's a star, or it's a cube, or it's a circle, and it worked.
Well, that's amazing if they're able to do that.
Yeah, so check that out on the internet. You'll find it. It's a fucking Harvard medical study.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're not, like, maybe as babies it was strange, but, like, as adults, they're both, decent looking. So it's not like usual deformities where they look strange. They look like normal people just with two heads.
As a parent, I mean, these two parents are like fucking the shit, man. They're awesome because look they're successful. They're raising the kids. They're doing a great job. Me, I'd be an alcoholic fucking mess on the floor of the garage.
I may be crazy, but I'm super interested in what it's like when they date a guy. I really want to know how that works.
There are pics. There are pics.
Of these specific twins.
I'll show you how it works.
No, the other fucking two blonde twins with two heads.
Oh, there's probably a million of them, I'm
No,
sure.
it's them.
All right, I'm going to check that out later.
Go on fucking one of the chants. You'll find it.
We got 712.
Question: if you're getting your dick sucked by the twins, would it be considered a double blow job, or is it still one body?
Yeah, double BBJ, bareback blow job. I think that's right.
Well, you got your nuts in the mouth of one of them like a chipmunk, and you're getting a blowjob from the other head. It'd be a DBB, double blowjob. Or I don't fucking know.
So there's just definitely two heads. There's one set of tits, one vagina.
There's two
boobs, one vag, one butthole, man. Two
Yeah,
heads.
all regular from torso down. It's just a wider torso a little bit, but then the heads is the only different thing.
What's amazing is how perfectly developed each head is. Normally, one of the heads is a complete mess of hair and teeth.
Looks like two regular girls, just two heads that are normal.
Yeah,
it's hot.
With two fully functional, adult brains. Oh my god, how fucking bizarre!
I remember seeing them playing baseball or softball years ago. Now that you mention this, I think I'll look this up.
You're serious
So
about
if-
let me see.
Oh, sorry. When you're in school, and are they credited to take only one test, or do they have to take two tests, one for each head?
They have to take one for each head, definitely.
Yeah, so one has to sit down. Oh, maybe they're left-handed and right-handed, so they can do two tests at the same time.
I like them. I watched this show, and I actually like these two girls a lot. I think they're fucking great person.
I searched for blonde two-headed woman, and it gave me legally
Oh, here it
blonde
is.
two.
Finally, an answer about Abby and Brittany's sex life. See, I'm not crazy. Other people thought about this too.
Well, obviously
The
they
sex
have a
lives.
libido.
There's an actual fucking article, "The Sex Lives of Conjoined Twins."
Of course, they have sexual organs.
If the twins have sex with a guy, is it considered a threesome? If they masturbate, is it considered incestuous? Do both of them have to approve of a sex partner? If a partner touches one genital, does the other feel it? Oh wait, so they have two genitals.
Oh wait, that's not what I wasn't under that impression.
Based on what we know about the significant variability of conjoined twin to feel a body part that putatively belongs
They have
to
two
the
arms
twin.
and two legs, dude. They
Yeah.
have one vagina, one butthole.
They have less sex than normal people. I think they would
Well,
have more because they
you'd
have
think,
double the sex, I would think, because it counts as two.
I think I'm driving the car.
Well, Wush, you were the man they've been waiting for, Prince Charming.
I'm sure. Fuck you. You turn them down.
No, what the fuck?
It doesn't
You
matter.
said you would have
They're
sex with a midget, though. I remember.
Absolutely, make your dick look bigger.
Yeah, so what? You'd fuck a midget? That's
The midget has one fucking head.
So it's a weird little midget.
You're a
child.
Looks like a child, exactly.
No, I wouldn't.
That's worse.
I wouldn't fuck a midget.
Yes, you would.
Chuck Steak, you're on the line. What's going on?
Nothing. I wanted to tell you, those girls are actually in prison now.
What?
Yeah. The dominant one was arrested. Their sister testified for trying to wrap debt cord around the other one.
That's a good thing though. Like, what if one commits a crime, like she speeds or gets a
Well,
ticket?
she tried to kill her own parasitic twin, and the twin testified against her, so they had no choice but to sentence them both to life.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If
Attempted murder.
if one makes a mistake, they both fall for it.
Yeah. No, they'd have to cut off one of the heads and just launch it in the jail cell.
What if one of the heads was really racist? Like just one of them.
This is Judge Solomon.
They have to hang it by the one head.
But imagine they would do a good podcast arguing with each other.
Yeah.
Chuck, sometimes you're so fucking intelligent, and other times you're just so stupid.
Well, give me an hour, Gene, and I could say the same about you.
Fair enough.
What, when he's drooling onto his microphone and his head hits the fucking desk?
Yeah, I'll be that way in an hour. Anyway, you guys can't keep watching interesting videos if you're not going to have the live YouTube up. It's very frustrating.
It's a problem. It's a problem.
You don't know what you're talking about. When I introduced the idea to you, you're like, "Thank you," and now
What do you mean the live?
Yeah, I said I would make it so we're not on YouTube live. I would do it off air, and you're like, "Thank you, thank God."
I know, but didn't we have a conversation before the show? Okay, that's no problem. I totally agree with that, Wush. It works. It's a radio broadcast. That's why I said thank you. It's a radio show, right? Now we're focusing on video a lot more than we should.
No, we're talking about the video. You don't need to see it.
But
You
we're
can
not
see
being
it after the fact.
Yeah, I know, but like I download Anthony Cumia's show, and I'm listening to it at work. I'm like, oh fuck, you know, they're watching all these awesome videos.
Yeah, so it gets you to rewatch it. That's a good thing. So then you go,
Yeah.
now can't wait for the video. I gotta have to watch it again. It gives us two views.
Yeah, but nobody's going to watch you guys again.
You will. You will. That's all that matters.
No, I won't.
We're doing this show for you. And you alone.
Apparently, I'm the only one in the chat room.
Yeah.
What a disser.
This whole show is about you.
The chat room dies down around midnight anyway.
And
No,
SDK.
I think if you guys had a live feed, you would hold a lot of the leftovers.
It's a big pain in the ass, dude. You don't understand what that entails.
He did it successfully for a lot of shows,
We did, but
except for the ones that you put my number out on.
yeah, that's a
That's
problem.
another reason. Yeah. So now
Yeah.
when that happens, I can edit it out and then I can release it after everything's fixed and there's never that issue. That's another big thing. Until I get a third, when I move into a new apartment, I might, build a new studio and if I get a third monitor, that'll eliminate that problem.
When are you planning? When do you think that's going to go down?
Probably in the next couple of weeks.
All right, so we should do a best of Wush and Boon.
Yeah, it's gonna have to happen. I never know. Like if I get into the apartment, the very first thing I'm going to be doing is setting up internet. So it might be a smooth transition where I don't have to take a break. We'll see. I'll know like a week ahead.
I hope you got Verizon.
No, fuck Verizon.
Charter.
I have Optimum. It's way better. I hope. I don't know. That's the other thing. I don't know what internet will be available at the apartment. Some apartment complexes force you to use their internet deal, like their subscriber. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're already linked up. Exactly. Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be trying to. If I can pick my own, I'm going to be installing. Same shit I have now because it's really good.
Dude, find a cheap place and fucking try to go upstate or something.
I found I got 3 different places I looked at so far, and there's one that I really like, and it's not cheap, but it's, Long Island is fucking expensive to live.
Yeah, dude. It's like the cheapest apartment you find in Long Island is $1,400 a month, man.
No, you can
That's
find
full of schwoogies.
1,100. No, 1,100, 1,200 you could find.
Oh, that's tough.
There's no
but yeah.
schwoogies in eastern Long Island. I can tell you that much. It's near the
Yeah,
Hamptons.
it's all Jews.
Yeah, it's Jews.
And they make good neighbors.
Yeah, the further east you get in New York, the better the area is. It's like the city is this big mountain, and it's the runoff from the mountain. So when you get to western Long Island, it's still city-like. Like there's still people from the city trying to migrate east, and the further east you get, the richer you are. It's like people trying to run away from the city.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. The fucking city's too much.
It's literally mapped out like that. If you look at the poverty of Long Island and a graph of it, you'll see closer to the city you are, the poorer people are, and then they migrate east and they keep trying to get further and further east till you get to the Hamptons where fucking Howard lives, and that's like the richest area of New York, on the coast, the east coast of Long Island. Howard's in his fucking beach house.
Right, and if you scale back time, all those shitty neighborhoods were a fucking beautiful place to live, and people just got screwed when property values,
What are you trying to say, Chuck? What happened?
They became gentrified.
Who's
What happened to Roosevelt? Why did the properties go to shit? What are you trying to say? Humana.
Yeah, like I've shied away from that topic before.
Hey, it's
Things
true.
got dark out.
It's true. I mean, white flight,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and all those people lost, all of their property value, and they're like, you know what? Fuck it. It's worth it. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
My life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The schools went to shit. The neighborhood went to shit.
Yep.
What are you going to fucking say?
But it should actually be a pretty interesting move because I'm going to dedicate a room to the radio thing. I never had that option to have one full room.
Oh, that's fucking awesome, Wush.
And I want to
How
build
much money do you have?
I want to build a very nice studio so I'll just get local people and just say, hey, you want to do radio? I'll rent out the studio to you.
I think Wush is going to get a couple bucks from the
Sale
from
of
the
the
mom.
house?
Yeah, I think she'll help him out. I think she'll help him out.
Well, I mean, you have these, grand plans. I mean, I don't want to delve in your personal finances. But
Yeah, you do.
An apartment is a grand plan.
Yeah, I know.
no, building a studio.
Good point, Bush.
Open the
You
books
got
to
a
Chuck.
fucking roof over your head.
Oh my God.
Grandiose thoughts.
Yeah, Jesus, Bush, you get in an apartment. Hey, whoa, watch out there, Donald Trump.
Yeah, what, your mom's not in the next room taking a shit?
Get in a fucking
It's not my world. I'll
Crazy.
admit it.
How do you
You
still...
must do pretty well for yourself on.
Chuck, you have a job, though. Why are you still there? I don't get
Chuck,
it.
I had an apartment.
Dude, my job doesn't pay shit.
You can still... So get on fucking Section 8. Just welch off the government like everyone you
I
hate.
would love to do that. I aspire to be a fucking hermit.
Oh my
How
God.
old are you, Chuck?
I'm 34.
Oh, me too.
And
Wow.
you still got... The problem is when you live with your parents, they have control over the decisions you make.
Yeah, but he's scared getting fucking sloshed every night. She's not giving him shit about that. He's happy.
Well, Chuck pays rent. Chuck pays rent, okay? And here's a
Yeah,
problem.
Still, you're still connected.
Yes, but he
yeah,
does
yeah.
Cut
pays
the
rent,
umbilical
but he
cord.
doesn't have his fucking privacy.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
Well, to a degree, Chuck.
Can you bring a girl back home and, bang the shit out of her really loud?
No.
Yeah, if I had any play. But
Well, you
I've
used
done
to
it before.
He used to with his ex-girlfriend. He used to bring her there and bang her, and it was no problem.
And the thought of your mom in the next room hearing it?
I don't. You know what? I've pretty much. I've made it very clear not to fuck with me.
Yeah, I mean, you're paying rent. But the problem is, Chuck, I mean,
I'm
if
paying
you
rent.
add an extra $100 to what you're paying at home, you could have an apartment, dude.
How much do you pay?
Stock it.
How much do you pay for rent?
It's like $100 a week.
So,
So
400
$400
a month. Listen, at Woonsocket, you can get yourself Woonsocket, Rhode Island. You get yourself a fucking awesome apartment for $500 a month.
In someone's
Awesome.
house.
Yeah,
Someone's
a
house.
fucking killer apartment, dude. I have a really good friend who you know very well.
I've seen that apartment. He wanted me to rent it before.
It's a beautiful little spot in Woonsocket. Yeah, you might get shot on your way to the liquor store, but it's not that bad of an apartment.
When I was moving out of my last apartment, I went to look at your friend's apartment, and I said, you know what? I'd rather live at home.
It is a
That
bad.
is not fucking.
Yeah,
that
'cause
is
you
a
get-
horrible fucking.
It's a
neighborhood.
bad fucking neighborhood, but it's a nice
You,
apartment.
you have the luxury. You could just walk into the kitchen and take food out of the refrigerator that you didn't pay for. Your mom cooks. Does your mom cook?
No. I have no amenities. I live off of fucking pasta.
Do you pay the electric and all the fucking utilities separately? No.
Well,
That's
no,
amazing
that all
amenity.
goes into the final tally.
And by the way, Wush, my mom is profiting. She's a profiteer.
But you
in
know how
this
much
situation.
electric costs by itself in a fucking house? If you're not paying that, that's a huge amenity.
Listen, he was living in a fucking. Chuck, can I explain the conditions of your room before me and you fucking fixed it?
Yeah, go ahead. Not half, but a 1 foot section of the ceiling was cut across because of electric work.
Yeah, he was
And,
living in a dilapidated fucking shithole that he was paying decent rent for without any flooring. The fucking sheetrock on the ceiling was fucking half gone. The wood paneling was falling off the fucking walls. I was furious. I went to that house and told my mother, I go, listen, you're buying the materials. I'll fucking do the labor for free. He's paying rent here. Okay? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I was fucking livid.
Hey, you know what, though? Because I don't give a shit what my room looks like. as
I
long
know,
as have
but your
fucking
surroundings
internet
are.
cable.
But your surroundings have an impact on your emotional fucking state, dude. They do.
Well, I don't know.
Well, how's the room?
You're right.
It looks good now, huh?
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that she's still letting him live there, I mean, that's a benefit.
That's true, too. They both have
Letting.
well,
If I
she's
wasn't here,
profiting.
the fucking the lawn wouldn't be mowed.
Right. She's profiting.
We had a record horrible winter. The driveway wouldn't be shoveled.
Yeah.
All that shit that I do. You know, I don't
She could
ask
hire
for any
someone.
extra for that.
No, she wouldn't because she's too cheap. Well, she's
25-year-old boyfriend would be doing it if you weren't living there.
Oh, she ain't got no 25-year-old boyfriend. Trust me, dude. Let me tell you something else. Chuck Steak does a ton around that house.
That's
All
what,
right?
that's what you got to do.
She should be so lucky.
Yeah, but you know what, too? I was paying absurd. I wiped out my fucking savings when I lived at that apartment, which was literally 1/5 the size of my room.
And how much were you paying every month?
Over there, it was like, I don't know, 600, but that was
I
a while
remember
ago.
this old apartment. It was literally a closet.
Yeah, honestly, they couldn't even call it a fucking room, and the slumlord was charging $2,200 a month without utilities. I had two other roommates. It was a fucking nightmare, and you know, I'd rather give that money to somebody who actually, you know, needs it rather than some slumlord.
Well, that's the thing. You think, you know, it wasn't all luxury for me either to even be staying here. I had to maintain the entire house and pay the bills, like property tax. Had to do the same shit, mow the lawn. Anything that was broken in the house just to sell the house, I had to fix it. Fucking French drains in the basement. Fucking fixing all these holes in the wall, leaks, fixing pipes,
Yeah, but what are you
fixing
doing for
bathrooms.
work?
I run a online business, a eBay store. I
no
resell
shit.
Collectibles, and
That's
pretty much
profitable?
it. Yeah, it is. I've been doing that for so many years, for like the past 6 years now.
My oldest brother, Prime Rib, had a neighbor that did that, and that guy was constantly hustling and moving shit.
Yeah, but you know what the issue is when you're self-employed and you're not running an actual business, showing proof of income was a big problem. So you have to basically show, you know, tax forms and bank statements and hope that they fucking know that your income is legit. Otherwise, they think you're a drug dealer. So that's the problem, finding an apartment. So you at least have a job. I mean, you work at a gas station. Maybe you're not making that much money, but it's a legitimate job that has a paycheck, doesn't it?
Well, half of it's on the books.
So just fucking, I think they have like government grants where you could fucking buy a house and get credits, so you basically pay almost nothing.
Please.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna live with your mom forever? I mean, how are you gonna?
No.
What is your goal for the future? Like you envision staying there forever?
Well, it'll be mine one day.
Oh my! So you're just waiting for it to drop dead so you can take the house?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in my name.
Well, you know,
sure it's in your
pretty
name.
sure that's a big gamble.
You
Well,
might
she'll
at
probably
this
leave
rate
it
you'll
to you,
die
right?
first.
Listen, when my mom passes away, and that'll be a terrible fucking day because I love her with all my heart.
That's a horrible thing. Yeah.
I am going camping for fucking 2. Voitek, what are you doing?
I was fixing my curtains. See?
Stop.
We got like
Why
2
would
minutes.
you be fixing your curtains on the fucking radio?
He's shaking a can of spray paint to spray in a fucking paper bag or something.
Yeah.
Witness me.
Witness me.
Mad Max.
Fucking,
What I was going to say is when
Brundlefly.
When my mom passes away, and I'm not looking forward to this, I will go camping for fucking 2 months and let my siblings rip each other's fucking heads off. And when it's all over, I'll come home and not even be fucking. I want nothing. I want nothing.
You'll have to go to 2 more funerals, no matter what the outcome.
You know, my sister will be dead and my older brother will be dead, and Chuck Steak will have the house.
I didn't say that.
I want nothing to do with the backbiting and the fucking shit that'll go down there. I want nothing.
That's the thing. You have no idea when that's going to happen, Chuck. So you could be waiting 20, 30 years for all you fucking know. Is that what you want? You want to be just waiting?
No.
So
what the fuck am I going to do?
You know what you do? You aspire to do something better than
working at a
you're
gas
doing
station.
now. I mean, and not to say that what you're doing now is a bad thing. Somebody's
ever-
going to work at a gas
I
station.
fucking hate it.
I know, but you hate it. Exactly, dude.
Have you ever applied for like a state job? I've done that.
Listen, I want Chuck Steak to work for me, but it would be so unfair of me to hire him because he would have too many days off because I could not. I do so many small jobs that I couldn't pay him for every job, right? I could pay him well.
Put that on you No, I wouldn't put that on you anyway. Plus, me and you we couldn't work together.
Why don't
last
you-
time we did it was fucking very good.
You mow the lawn all the time, invest in a lawnmower and start walking up to people's houses, knock on the door, say, I'll mow your lawn for fucking $50.
He was a landscaper too. He knows his
undercut.
landscaping. He knows landscaping
My
well.
sister's living just like Chuck Steak is. She's
undercut.
28, likes living with the
White
parents.
landscapers.
You know exactly what Voitek was just trying to say is that maybe there's nothing wrong with what Chuck Steak's doing right now. His sister's doing it. She's happy. Chuck Steak's, you're
There's
relatively
something
happy.
wrong.
Chuck, you got your hovel. You know.
I don't think he's happy.
No, I'm miserable.
Exactly.
Oh, that's fucking sad.
You shovel the snow in the winter and you can cut the lawn in the summer. So fucking start a business cutting lawns and shoveling fucking snow.
That's
how
not really
hard
a
is that?
business.
Mexicans do it
And,
all the time, and they're not even citizens, and they figure it out, and they find an apartment and a fucking live with 12 people.
yeah, but that was back in the 20s when
No, it's
apartments
happening
were
now.
affordable.
I have a plan for Chuck Steak.
When
that
I worked,
me and him
hold
are
on.
going to discuss soon.
When I worked at 2 different pizzerias, and each pizzeria I worked in, there was these Mexican dudes in the back who worked in the kitchen, and these dudes slaved away in the back, and they were able to afford a fucking house.
Yeah, because they had 13 roommates.
Yeah, but they still were able to afford it, and just like
Yeah,
half of
that's
them
the
were
only
family
way to
members.
do it. You got to live like a fucking ant hive.
Chuck Steak, there's a man living in front of your house named Jorge, who I love. The guy is a great guy.
I've worked for Jorge.
He came to this country, okay, from Chile, okay, and lived in the basement of a pizza place. Now he owns his own business in his own home.
No, that home was paid for.
It was.
20 years before Jorge
Okay,
got
that's
here.
true. But he owns his own business.
I talked about
He
this
has a van.
years ago about
He had a fucking used mail truck before he had a van.
Exactly.
Do you have like any technical skill, Chuck? Like if someone's iPhone broke, would you be able to fix it?
No,
I'm horrible. What I can do is I can take Amazon Fire Sticks and turn them into a black box. I should
Yeah.
start doing that.
Put an ad on Craigslist saying you'll do it for $50.
Chuck Steak is highly intelligent and highly adept and can do pretty much whatever he wants. It is his own lack of self-esteem that is fucking bringing him into the muck.
Years ago, I used to do that. I bought like 40 or 50 replacement iPhone screens, and I would put an ad on Craigslist saying $50 iPhone screen replacement. And someone would just bring me their broken iPhone. You take a suction cup, you pop it off, and in literally 2 minutes, you fix it. And it's
2
50
minutes, dude. Getting all those screws together, I've done that before. It's not that easy.
No, the newer phones are built the opposite way, where the screen pops off with a suction cup. It's 4 screws in a suction cup, and you're done. You replace the screen in 2 minutes.
Well, the
$50 a pop.
3GS, the 3GS was a fucking nightmare to replace.
Yeah, back then it was easier to replace the back panel on those. Those too, because the 3GS was the back was glass also, and the back used to crack. So you could
No, the
replace
back wasn't
too.
glass on the 3GS.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. Not on the 3GS. That's a 4G.
Oh, okay, yeah. The 4G had glass on the front and the back, and it was the same thing. The back was easy to replace, and those glasses, the glass on that would break too. So you put an ad in the fucking Craigslist and say $50 a pop.
Yeah, my glass on my 4GS right now is broken. I gotta buy a replacement back.
Got to do something.
And my wife's 4GS the back is broken too. So
9 to 5 is never gonna get anywhere. It's never gonna get you anywhere. A regular 9 to 5, unless you work for like the state, you get a state job and you'll get a good salary that gets a promotion every couple of years.
yeah, but I run my own business, Wush. I make decent money, and I want to blow my brains out of the top of my head.
Yeah, but you got your own place. You got
I got my
things
that's
situated.
fine. It's nice. It's beautiful. I can't wait to come home and see my kid and my wife. But my job is fucking hell.
That's why we're doing this, isn't it?
I guess. Who knows?
With the mere hope that it will turn into something. And probably never
fleeting
will.
fucking dream.
Yeah.
My
that's-
retirement plan is winning the lottery.
Yeah, good luck.
That was our father's retirement plan. He died in a cesspool of a trailer in Florida.
A pile of fucking scratch off
A pile of
tickets.
losing scratch tickets.
Empty beer cans and empty booze bottles and scratch tickets. That's where he died. And he always told us, when I hit the big one, here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to get a boat. We're going to...
Never
happened.
he had
when I
better
bite
luck
the
than I
big
do.
one.
You know what?
What was that, Voitek?
So then it turns into when I bite the big one, not when I hit the big one.
It's painful though, because someone, there's a guy who lives down the street from me, and like 5 or 6 years ago, he fucking won the New York lottery, like a couple million. It's fucking painful, like a few houses down from me. And I remember hearing it on the news, and the next day he fucking sold his house.
You know, there's a high percentage of lottery winners who've been playing their whole lives who kill themselves after they fucking win it anyway.
They continue playing the lottery too.
They just fucking, they can't handle the money. It's all a state of mind. Money does not equate to happiness.
It's
only
proven that anybody that wins like anything over like 10 or 20 grand, they'll be gone within 2 years.
No, exactly.
Yeah, because they think it's going to happen again.
Money doesn't equate to happiness, but money is an obstacle that you have to tackle before you can start dealing with your own fucking happiness. That's what I think.
Well, comfort equates to happiness, and money can help with the comfort element.
Just get to a level where money is not an issue, where you're constantly worrying about it. Then you can start dealing with your own fucking mental issues. Until that, the money is always gonna fucking take precedent until it's at a point where you're not worrying about it. So you got to get over that hurdle first, and then you can start dealing with your happiness. Until then, you're gonna be miserable.
Big fucking hurdle.
Yeah. That's why so many people are unhappy, because they're fucking dealing with money. Got to get past
the whole
that.
middle class being fucking squeezed out of this country.
Yeah, and then there's whatever amount of money you make, you spend money to be in that lifestyle. And
exactly.
Everybody ends up at the same level almost.
Exactly.
You could be
the
smart
more
about
money
it.
I've made professionally, I spent it to the point where I brought myself back to when I was making minimum wage anyway.
Right. I mean, I feel like I've had the same lifestyle and I'm spending the same amount, whether I made 20 grand a year or fucking 100 grand a year. It doesn't. I don't know. It feels like I've got the same shit. I got a car. I have a place to live. It's just a little bit better. It's just I'm
made
spending
100
more,
grand in a year.
Now I'm making about that. Yeah.
That's
shit.
not bad.
Voitek's
What do you do?
IT guy. They make good money.
I manage networks and fix thingamajigs.
See,
Make sure we make money.
How'd you get that? Did you go to college, Voitek?
Yeah, I did 2 years criminal justice, got my associate degree, and then I went to UK in Lexington, Kentucky, and didn't finish, got my associate degree in bachelor in computer science.
Then that basically set you up with job placement immediately when you graduated, or?
Yeah, my last year that I was finishing school, I got an internship with this company, and that's who I've been with ever since. They were bought by a bigger company. And
that's the only way college works, if you have an immediate direction and you go in that direction. Otherwise, if you're general studies and trying to figure out your life,
it's a waste of time and money.
Yeah.
Higher education in the United States of America should be free, first of all. And second of all, Voitek, what is your student loan debt? Is that crippling, or you're working on it?
No, I only have about 20K left, and it's $330 a month.
Making 100 grand a fucking year. Student loans are nothing.
I've got 10.
I've got payment.
I've got 10K left on my student loans.
I'd be able to have another car or a super nice one as soon as I get done with them.
So that's the thing, I skipped college altogether.
You were pretty fucking smart by doing that, Wush. I'll tell you that right now.
I definitely don't regret it. I mean, with my brother as the example, he went and got, fucking his degree, and it didn't lead to. He runs his own business, same as you do, Boon, but I mean, he's not like insanely successful to the point where I could never obtain that if I didn't go to college. That's the thing. It's like he has student debt still. Still paying it off.
My business in regards to my income and family is either feast or famine.
Ugh.
But you don't have to, like you're saying, Voitek, you get more money, you spend more. I find that I don't do that. I still live the same way as I did before. And I don't buy like stupid shit. I don't go and buy insane shit. If I buy something, I usually sell something old first.
My problem as I've been going, I've accumulated, a wife, and then 1 kid, and then 2 kids,
accumulated
3 kids.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've never done that.
Cars, houses, and then divorce. So I mean, as I've gotten raises, I've just spent money. So
child support is probably like $400 to $600 a week.
No.
Did
Every
she get
2
half?
weeks, it's about that. You're close there. Every 2 weeks.
Did she get half of your money?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, she wasn't a fucking total evil bitch. She didn't try and take half of my life. She didn't want alimony. I'm paying.
You're lucky.
About $150 below what the child support calculator for the state says I should pay.
What would you say?
Pretty nice.
What would you say was the death nail in the marriage? What happened?
His testicle.
I don't know. I was just pushing her away. I was spending a lot of time in the basement.
Oh fuck! Don't tell me that.
A lot of time
I wasn't
in the
paying
basement.
attention to her needs.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now.
Well, stop it.
Did she ever have an issue with, like, were you using the opiates when she was with you?
Off and on, I would get opiates every now and then from a doctor whenever I
Did she ever
had
have an
earache
issue?
or something. I would just get them.
Because I'm sure if she saw you, crushing them up and snorting them.
No.
it's lines.
I didn't. I never did that until I had my testicle problem, and that was after she left me. She's never seen me do that, and I never did it in her presence or when we were together.
Voitek, I really, really, really think there's a way of you overcoming all the pain, healing up, getting better.
Go
Dude,
with God.
There is.
God will heal you.
Did you ever look into that John Sarno book, or is that all bullshit?
I've listened to it. It's just being mentally. It's mentally saying to yourself, "No, this isn't the way I feel."
No, he claims that the back muscle is the largest muscle in the body, and it is so
Not for me.
resilient that it should never have any pain that can't be resolved almost immediately.
Yeah, my problem isn't muscular though. So
What is it? It's vertebrae.
No, my L5S1 is a bulging disc, which I really don't have pain from that. But the L5 has a annular tear in the disc. So if you're looking at the disc from the back of it, there's a tear from left to right through the entire disc.
Yeah, but a tear doesn't heal.
No, you can't heal it. You can't fix it.
But there are other ways. There are ways.
I can have that disc removed and have the two vertebrae fused, but not at the L5. I wouldn't be able to bend over again.
I did not say invasive surgery. There are basically fucking rehabilitation, not holistic. There are rehabilitations. There are special exercises. All this shit. I mean, it's a ton of money. You're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars and shit like that. I understand that, but there are ways. I think that opioids are fucking such a dangerous game, dude.
Yes.
I don't want to hear that you're dead fucking 10 years from now.
All right. Well, I won't
or
tell
4
you.
or 3 or 2 or 1 year from now.
Well, at least he'll be fucking happy and fucked up.
You're not happy
That's
on
not
fucking.
the case.
You're
The way
not
I
happy
feel
as an
right
opiate
now.
addict.
The
You're
way I
not
feel right now,
happy
I'd
as an
rather be-
opiate.
Listen,
You're
I'd rather
not.
be dead without them. So.
You're not happy as an opiate addict. Wush, you found get the fuck out of here. Wush has got the nudes of those two twins, but those aren't even them. That's a Photoshop.
That's fake.
That's a photo. You found a Photoshop. That's not the ones I was talking about.
What about this one?
They're all well, you're Google searching. You're not going to find them on a Google search. That's a ridiculous Photoshop.
Who would Photoshop them?
Who wouldn't? Any neck beard on the chans.
That's definitely real.
That one. That's one of the. That's one of 4 photographs that I've seen that was confirmed
I
to
could
be
see
real.
it.
Oh, you'll see it. Just Google their names nude.
I can't believe you get that on a Google search. That was one of the 4 photographs confirmed to be legit.
Google Images has a thing, safe
Get
search.
everything on Google
You gotta
search.
turn off the filter explicit results, and you'll get all the real results.
As a matter of fact, you can Google search my name and get me on the ground naked after being hit in the testicles with a fucking cheese ball from a wrist rocket.
Here's one.
A cheese ball?
Yeah, fucking Bubba shot. That's photoshopped. Bubba shot me in the sack with a cheese ball at a pool party when I was getting out of my bathing suit. And
Did it hurt?
Did it hurt? I was on the fucking ground in a fetal position for fucking 20 minutes.
Cheese balls aren't that fucking hard.
When they launched out of a fucking wrist rocket, dude, and they hit your
Dude, if
testicles.
you launch a cheese ball out of a wrist rocket, it's going to take a fucking awkward upward or downward path.
It did. It curved. And he was trying to hit me in the ass.
Come on.
He was trying to hit me in the ass.
There's no way to directly aim a fucking cheese
He was 4
ball.
feet away from me, laying down in a fucking lawn chair. and nailed me in the sack, left testicle.
All right, we
I
got.
was gonna say, you can't launch a fucking cheese ball from any high velocity and have accurate aim.
Remember, I shot a
gonna
fucking
curve at a 90-degree arc.
Remember, I rolled up a fucking Wrigley Spearmint gun wrapper and put it in a BB gun and shot fucking Fatty in the neck with it.
Yeah, you actually.
I messed him up good.
Booney shot me in the chest with a peanut, but in shell peanut. From a paintball gun. And
I
was
put a
pulling
peanut in a
fucking
paintball
peanut, not peanut, like in the shell.
Yeah, like a
And I was
double
pulling
real peanut.
fucking, Yeah, I was pulling real fucking peanut shell fragments out of my skin like Rambo.
We got a few minutes here. We got Maxwell on the line now. Maxwell,
What's up, Max?
What's up, brothers?
What's going on, dude?
Oh, they look pretty hot, the twins. Look.
Well, that'll give you something to jerk off to tonight, Wush.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Wush, can you link it in chat?
Yeah. What's up,
You
Max?
Fucking sick asshole.
Man, I was just fucking calling to say I was listening. Yeah, man. Hey, Chuck. Any guys, man? I need a co-host for tomorrow, man.
Oh yeah, I saw
co-host?
that.
Oh shit!
Come on, man.
That's
be
a
a
lot of
pussy,
pressure.
Chuck.
That's a lot of pressure for me, Max.
Don't be a pussy.
I gotta go on Rock Dog by myself.
We're playing poker tomorrow night.
We do have a poker game.
Yeah. I didn't know that. My bad then.
All right. Well, I don't know. If the poker game doesn't fall through,
Well, you know fucking Wardy's gonna play.
yeah.
What?
And I'm in.
You know what? Honestly, I can't afford it.
Well, I'm not covering you again. Well, I owed you that money, but
Yeah, you owe
Hey,
me
let me
that.
cost anything to co-host with me, man.
Chuck Steak, you should have a better radio presence, man. You do really good on the air.
You do.
Yeah, I know, but like when I think about like an upcoming show, I start to get anxiety. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be fucking horrible. I have nothing to talk about.
I would insist Chuck
Chicken
Steak.
Beach, man. It's nothing to be anxious about. It's like a fucking train wreck anyway.
I could
know,
see.
dude, but I know myself. I'm a fucking neurotic mess, and spur of the moment call in, I get no problem with. But a scheduled appointment, I start to get like freaked out. Like, oh fuck, I'm gonna suck.
But I could see you being a part of Wush and Boon as a third voice, but you'd have to be like the background guy because when you and Boon are on the same show, you guys like are
take over.
Yeah, you take over.
Yeah.
Well, like Boon just walks away in the middle of the show like 5 times. You'd be good to fill the air there. Like he just walked away now.
You guys have your show while I'm at work. The second half of your show I can call into.
Yeah, well, you usually do. It could be an official thing.
Well, yeah, man. Anybody that's out there listening who's a Pod Trash fan, if you want to fucking hang out with me tomorrow night, I'm doing a show. So.
Hey man, I'll fucking.
It's like open mic.
I'll definitely hang out with you. I really don't know too much of your crowd. Like I don't know Kate. I don't know Rock Smolder. I know John.
Rock Smolder's no longer with the show. So.
Oh, what happened?
He is pursuing other things.
It's like the breakup of Nick and Artie. He's pursuing other opportunities.
Yeah,
Exactly.
well,
There you go.
Maybe I'll get to the bottom of that.
Wait, so who's going to be there tomorrow? Just no John or Zach?
No John, no Kate, no Zach. It's only me. Raw dog without a bag. So fucking.
Yeah, Chuck.
Anybody that's in Pod Trash community, if you want to fucking co-host with me, you're welcome to call in. We'll do it.
That's tomorrow at 9 p.m., right?
At 9 p.m. And fuck it, man. If I have to go out alone, then I'll go alone. I'll play music and I just won't even upload anything. It'll just be like the live Boon hour or something. Who knows?
Fuck that. You know what? I feel obligated.
Yeah,
you should, you motherfucker.
As long as Chuck doesn't have to host it, I think he'll be fine.
He doesn't have to be host. He can just, back me up. That's all I want.
Yeah, I get shaky when I'm labeled as a host because then I feel responsibility that I don't want.
You have no responsibility. You can merely chime in when you feel it's good. How about that?
All right, deal.
Right on. So tomorrow night, 9 o'clock.
So let's look out for that.
Booney, no poker game.
That's fine, dude. As a matter of fact, I'm looking forward to it.
I don't want to fuck up you guys' poker game, man.
No, you know what? I don't want to play poker.
Radio would be better.
Actually, Booney, I heard some fucking. You know what? I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, we lost a really good.
Yeah,
We lost a really good
horrible
friend.
news.
We lost a really, really, really good friend who meant a lot.
Yeah,
I was fucking. I cried
just fucking devastating.
about 4 hours before I went on the show. I was fucking crying outside, smoking a cigarette out of my fucking on my steps. So
Yeah, I heard it at work. and
surprised.
It was the last place I wanted to fucking hear it.
Well, you didn't use alcohol to soothe the pain as much as you usually would, so that's progress.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I was fucking devastated. Wush,
I wanted to drink a fucking fifth of vodka while I was at work when I heard it, and I wish the person who told me would have waited until I, wasn't at work to tell me.
Wush, I'm going to link a link, and at the end of the show, if you could just fucking play their band.
Yeah, we got a few minutes here, so actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Take your time. Absolutely. We should go on to 12.
Almost 12:30 already.
Yeah,
so.
but we started almost at fucking 10:30. So.
No, it was like 10:10, 10:15.
Oh, all right. But at the end of the show, if you could play their band, this is a kid I did music with. I grew up with a neighbor in my neighborhood. I've known for years, one of the sweetest guys in the world, and I don't want to get.
I got a voicemail of yours to play too.
Yeah, you should play that. Yeah.
Let me just say that,
do it after music.
like I'm a, major, bitter asshole with everyone involved in my life. This kid never, ever had a fucking problem with this person.
No, he never had a problem with anybody.
Put the link of the band in the chat.
Fucking cool,
I will.
and such a great person, and to lose that kid was just a sucker punch to the heart.
All right, if you make me fucking cry, I will legit fucking knock you out next time I see you.
What actually happened?
I don't want to.
I don't know. Honestly, I honestly don't know. I know that
It was just
self-inflicted.
No,
it wasn't any kind of. I think it was like a sudden, just.
It was odd.
thing.
It was an odd fucking health issue that he went into the hospital for that just fucking deteriorated into something insane.
That sucks.
And I just found out about this a couple hours ago.
And the worst part is him and his brother, me and Chuck might seem like two bitter assholes who hate each other, but we actually love each other. And him and his brother were actually the tightest people in the world.
Yeah, we should call them the Smothers brothers.
They loved each other. Their whole lives revolved around each other. And I have no fucking idea what his brother's going to do now.
I feel awful. I feel awful. Even
our fathers worked together. My father and their father worked in the same building for 40 years together.
And honestly, this kid, if you were in a bad mood and you just hung out with him for 10 minutes,
2 seconds,
good mood immediately. Never negative. Fucking, it's why I don't believe in God.
I don't either. I mean, fucking the guys from ISIS live, but my buddies Lugano is fucking gone.
Yeah, one of the most positive people on the planet.
I
just
fucking
gone. At such a young age. She's a fucking kid.
All right, man.
Anyway,
give me that link. Put the link in the podcast chat so I can play the song.
Now I'm fucking crying.
Dude, I had the same thing. I have a friend of mine that had the same thing. He died at fucking, 38 years old of fucking cancer. And the greatest guy, the most positive. If anybody could put a smile on your face, it was this guy. It's only to die young, man. Sons of bitches like us live forever. But the really nice people, they die young. It's fucked, man.
I guess so. Yeah.
No, believe me, I understand exactly where you're coming from, Boon. Exactly, bro.
Wait, so the shittier of a person I become, the longer I'm going to live?
Oh, Wush, you're going to live to 199.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'm already 100% toxic, and I'll probably live till I'm 98 just because I don't want to.
Voitek's going to live to 250.
Right.
We're all going to be like Methuselah, all that stuff.
That's a secret to life. Just be a really shitty person.
Just hate life and you'll live the longest.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. I you know what? I love you guys because you're the only people who I could I start crying about something and fucking immediately I'm laughing 2 seconds later.
Come on, man. Are you serious? If you don't cry about shit, you're not a real man.
Oh yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I definitely.
I'm too cool to cry. Fuck you, you fucking dickwad.
I wasn't planning on crying on the air ever, but yeah.
It's good for ratings if we had ratings.
Yeah, maybe I'll get a guest spot. Maybe Oprah will pick me up now, Wush.
Yeah, more crying, definitely, more of that.
Listen to fucking Voitek chopping up a fucking line.
You're crying. He's snorting his brains out.
Yeah,
Voitek will be crying about you next week.
He's got the sniffles for a different reason.
I know that sound. It's a big lighter on top of a dollar bill.
Right.
No, it's a razor on a mirror.
No, he's smashing it up. He's scraping a Bic lighter on top of a dollar bill on top of a plate.
What is he snorting? Is he snorting pills or cocaine?
He's snorting pills. He's smashing up oxys.
It's a razor. Nice. It's a razor on a flat surface.
He'll be dead in a fucking month.
Oh, God.
Or it's a credit card. It's either a credit card or a razor on a flat surface.
And Voitek, I'll cry for you too.
Yeah, I'll still be here.
I'll cry for a couple seconds, but then I'll start making fun of you.
So Wush, you were saying we were supposed to get to something. What was it?
You didn't give me the link of the band so I could play the song, and I also have the voicemail I'm going to play after the song. I'll just play
Booney, I hope you have a good song because, I mean...
Okay, so
they were kind of amateur at the time.
They were. So the song you want to play is called Pursuit of Happiness. It's track 2.
That's a good song for the show, good theme.
Exactly. So why don't you play us out with that? But before that, you should probably play my voicemail.
What does that mean? To play us out.
To play us out. To play us out. Right.
You guys are
But before that, I have to explain that Joey Boots gave me a call and he asked me if I had heard his Howard Stern appearance. And I said, what show is it? So I can go to a website and download it. And he said it was July 1st. And I go, oh, well, that was my birthday. Oh my God, that's weird. And he goes, oh my God. He goes, that's great. I was on Stern on your birthday. He goes, yeah. And then all of a sudden I get a voicemail. I didn't pick up because I didn't recognize the number. It was a New York number. And I got this message, Bush, you should play it. And then you can play it. I'll leave you a link after that. You can play us out with the track 2.
Put it in the pod trash.
What does that mean to play us out?
Yeah, to play us out. Fuck.
Pod trash chat.
Hey, so fucking Chuck, are we doing the show tomorrow night or what?
Yeah, you know what, I will. I'm very apprehensive. That's a little earlier than I normally feel, but I will, because I am a big fan. I will.
All right, I love that,
it's
man.
It's going to be awful. It's going to be horrible.
It's going to be awesome. Don't shut up. It's going to be great.
Chuck's a big
Booney, I might need your help in this.
I can't wait to fucking listen to it. I'm going to be smoking tons of weed and fucking listening to it.
Yeah, everyone in the podcast community, on the chat, whatever, who's listening now, please call in. It's going to be a free-for-all. It's going to be nuts tomorrow because all my hosts have things to do, and so it's going to be me and Chuck Steak fucking manning the fucking helm.
Hey, you know what, Maxwell? That's a good get because Boots tried, Wush has tried, fucking Booney has tried, and this is the first time I've actually accepted.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Now I'm feeling fucking honored and shit.
Well, Chuck loves you.
Chuck always said he needs his own show. I mean, this guy's gold, dude.
He is. Gold. He's great.
I don't want my own show. All right, but I'll be there, dude.
All right, well, thank you, everyone, for calling. We love you all, Voitek, fucking everybody, man. Maxwell, of course we love Maxwell. Cannot wait to listen to Chuck Steak and Maxwell tomorrow.
At 9 p.m.
9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
The Chuck Steak and Maxwell Show.
We love you.
No.
We love
right,
you.
Boys, good night.
Good night, man.
Thanks,
all right, later, Voitek. Don't do anything stupid like fucking snort oxy.
Too late for that.
Send me some oxys, Voitek.
All right, guys.
Later. And Wush, that's track 2, Pursuit of Happiness, after the voicemail. And Wush, thank you for being my host.
Anytime.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Booney. Happy birthday. Eric, I'm slowing down so you catch up. Oh. To you. Happy birthday, Booney. Happy birthday, Booney, from your favorite fans. We're fans of you, man. Yeah, we love the Wush and Booney show. We do love the Wush and Booney show. Yeah, Booney. Happy belated birthday, buddy. Hope you have a great one. All right, man. Peace. Peace.
Take 42.